looking like how I look. Also not normal, but,
LGBTQF. Fat people.
Yeah, we're so fucking toxic.
I guess that nigga ain't coming on the Grove no more?
I got to chill on 45.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Corey.
Definitely not.
I don't know about that one.
Yo, Brago, I kind of low-key want you to get Bao as a guest just so he can tell the story of him.
I want to know that story where he
I want to know that story so bad.
Of
man.
what?
cooked.
What happened?
He got cucked.
What?
There's a video. There's a video on Twitter, right, where it's like it's a POV video, right? You want me to tell you what that is, Corey, or you know what that is?
What's POV?
Okay,
Point of
so
view.
Point of view. You know,
Yeah, that's the best type of porn.
homeboy is smacking
only
some
way I
chick
watch
up,
porn.
right?
Back. Oh,
So
back,
homeboy
Smiley,
is
back.
smacking chick up, and her phone goes off, and it's her boyfriend
Oh,
calling
and
her.
it's like baby and blah blah.
Yeah, and Bao commented on that video saying, "This is the reason why I got trust issues to this day."
Wait, what do you mean? He commented on that video on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yes, he basically
that
said
was
he's been in
Bao?
a similar situation.
I didn't. I saw that. I saw that. I didn't know that was.
Wait,
I didn't.
can
That's
Bao-
not Bao.
That is
It's not
Bao.
actually Bao.
Ace of
No,
That is
Central.
that's
saying
right.
the person
I mean, that's
That's
Bao.
swag. That's
But
swag.
that doesn't necessarily mean that he was a part of that situation.
That is true. That is true.
He
What?
might-
What?
bro?
Well,
he might.
no, because he's saying
Okay,
he's,
hold on.
he could be
I
saying
went
like
exactly
fucking.
back to his account to
Yeah,
see
read
exactly
it back
what he
because
said.
I feel like we not telling them.
And also read what I said.
Yeah.
I think that's someone quietly said.
So he said, okay. So the title of the
You hate to
video
see it or
is
something?
Bumba Clat. You know, these Bumba Clat videos are getting annoying, but he said, been through it before, and this is verbatim, and it still to this day affects my trust issues.
Okay, never
No,
mind.
he could've been the
Motherfuckers
one
that
that
do
was
this
doing it.
deserve the worst.
Oh.
Do you think he's a dude pounding and he thought he had a real one?
Nah, nah,
Then found out she had a boyfriend?
nah.
He ain't had sex in a
He
long
definitely
time.
was the
He was calling?
the dude calling. Yeah.
Yes, that's
But
what
my
we were
thing
trying
is,
to
how do
say.
you wait? How do you find out? Unless
You gotta-
she answered by mistake or some shit.
I mean,
Because
maybe
the
he
dude
went
that
to
was
a
probably
phone.
fucking his girl probably like went up to him and be like, hey, yeah,
Nah, niggas don't
shawty,
do
that's
that.
mine.
Niggas
Or
I
like he
mean-
went to her phone and
Right,
she
if I
just
did that to
probably
you,
talked to
nah, bro. That nigga probably heard it, or he probably like, bro. if
I think
you-
she probably answered by mistake or some shit.
Yeah, if your girl answered the phone, bro, and she
Or she
getting
getting
fucked,
tight?
nigga,
Oh
you
my
don't know.
Bro, that's crazy.
I think that's wild. Like that's
That's the
ultimate
one, bro.
disrespect.
And like you can't like
That's why I only call twice.
no big facts, bro. Big
I'm only
facts.
calling twice, man. You ain't gonna catch me slipping like that.
Yeah.
If somebody
You
is
gotta
hitting that
call
shit.
twice, bro. All
You
that-
ain't like, that sounds so much better.
You still called twice
You
though.
still got cut.
Nah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
at least I'm not blowing your line up while some niggas smacking.
And then
you.
it gotta be like.
I
in
mean,
like
you
a
technically
30-minute
are. You just not
increment or
blowing and
something like
blowing.
I mean, I think is that the worst form of disrespect?
that.
It's gotta be.
I mean,
Nah,
that's-
worst
that's
form,
something with
worst
her,
form
like,
of disrespect is a girl
swallowing
sucking,
that nigga
sucking another nigga dick.
While
but
you're
no,
on
that-
the- while you're on the phone.
Oh, yeah. Nah,
Yo,
that's
you just hear
disrespectful.
the
Yeah.
type, and you're like, the fuck?
Yo, what are you doing right now, babe? Oh, I'm just brushing my
What's
teeth.
going on?
Oh,
I'm
like
just
she
watching
putting that phone
TV.
on mute every time she does something.
If you
Yeah,
hear,
what the
if you
fuck
hear,
I
a, sound,
just
if you
like-
hear a sound
And
like that, you
and you know the
immediately gotta
nigga
ask.
gotta.
Nah,
Corey, what the fuck
bro.
is
As
that?
soon as you
gotta
hear
ask her to
something
FaceTime.
wild,
You gotta ask her to FaceTime immediately.
as soon as
I need to
exactly,
see something.
Carly. As soon as you hear something wild, hey, video call me real quick.
Yeah, I need to see what's going on
What's
right
going
now.
on with you,
Oh, once she hit that, I
Bro,
love
Corey,
what
your
happened to
mic
your
is
mic,
fucked.
bro?
Corey? What's up with you? Just went into a
Sound
different
like
dimension.
somebody put a dick in your mic.
Like, what the hell just happened to Corey?
You hear?
That was
Here's a
wild.
singing muffle like-
Like his
Corey,
girl
you're
just
hella
came in
disrespectful right now.
and put her hand over his mouth, like, "Shut up, nigga. This is enough. It's over for you." Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
You still sound. They sound like. Is it just me? Corey sound mad low.
He's quiet as fuck, and he
Like-
sounds like he's on Jupiter.
Word.
Like he got a filter on his mic.
All right, what about now?
No,
No.
that's not it.
He just louder, but still muffled.
Niggas with trash ass mics.
Wow.
Boy, shut your bitch ass up.
Okay, there we
There you
go.
go.
There we go.
There you go. Came
How
back
funny
with
would it be
vengeance,
if we heard
boy.
him say that, but it was still fucked up?
You can't be mad at me because you got a trash ass mic, trash ass nigga.
Let him know.
So I still sound bad?
Nah,
you
you
sound
good,
fine,
yeah.
bro.
Niggas can't sound.
I was down bad. Now I'm gonna jet for real.
Oh shit.
Wait,
No,
yo,
but, like, am I like really good or?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just-
good. You're good.
Nah, we
Okay.
can't hear you, nigga.
What, bro?
yo, well, how y'all been though?
Bouncing
Chilling.
back.
Same old
Nigga, how
shit.
you been?
Bouncing back from what?
What do you mean? It's been a rough
You
week,
know.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like specifically you had something going on.
Nah, it's been a rough week.
No, just Kobe, bro. And I'm not even a Kobe fan.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's a sad situation entirely.
yeah.
Just
Wait.
overall.
It's been like the energy in the air is just like weird now.
Yeah, the energy is really off. Feels like Kobe probably possessed Dame at this point, but
Bro, that nigga's possessing everybody. Like
but
the
Dame
Lakers
is
went off for like
wilding.
81.
Dame is wilding right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, but he always do that around this time of year.
Whoa.
Not like this.
Before the
Yes, bro,
playoffs.
like the yeah, bro, like literally this
Not
happens every time. Like this happened the last time and he didn't get to go to the All-Star game, and then nigga was going off like this. Like
Nah,
around
but isn't he averaging like 50 over the past 6 games?
Something like that.
Crazy. And it's not like
Yeah,
James.
that nigga's going crazy,
his
bro.
percentage is like the best it's ever been. And like his three, like he's been like averaging like 5 to 6 threes a game, which is crazy. But yeah.
That nigga
It's Dame time.
going, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, Corey. You kind of just killed the mood, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, you definitely killed the mood. Like,
How I killed the move?
cuz, bro, you brought that shit up again, bro.
It's supposed to be a
You should have
fun podcast.
ended.
Taking
Look,
his mind
the
off
thing-
the- off the
I don't know how
negativity.
everybody handles death, but the way I handle it is, of the moment that happened, then it's morning time, and then after like 2 days, 3 days, you know, people get their shit off. I'm not trying to be like saying, "Oh, the jokes can fly now" or stuff, but at that point, it's not worth mentioning. Like it just kills moods.
I don't know if I
That's
agree
why I don't
100%
like-
with what you just said, but I know exactly what you're trying to say, and I agree.
I mean, how I get over shit, I just like talk it through. So I mean, I ain't get nobody move.
Some badass bitches on Twitter right now. Yikes.
Is that nigga Brago crying?
No.
What?
Matt, why would you put him out there?
Why
like
would
that?
you?
He's just
Why
like
would you
randomly
think that?
quiet right now.
That was like random. There was no indication, no sound.
Matt just put
Because
that
this
nigga all
nigga's
out
not
here.
saying. This nigga's not saying nothing.
Why do you think
So
I
you
was
think-
crying though?
So you think it? No,
This
you think it
nigga's
just triggered him.
Because that nigga brought up Kobe, bro. I just thought, you know, I just thought you was shedding some real nigga tears, man.
Nah, dude,
But
I already did that. I'm good
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, bro, I did that shit too. It took me a couple of days, but man, bro, I was watching some games. I was like, fuck. Like, this shit is sad.
I still
Wow.
can't wrap my head around it. Every time you see like, all right, you know, celebrating Kobe's death, I'm just like, damn, man.
Did you see what they're doing for the All-Star game?
Wait, Kobe.
Yeah, everybody's wearing 2 and 24.
No, for the fourth quarter, whatever what I read is like I guess whoever has the highest score, during the fourth quarter, like the game, like the fourth quarter is in time, and it's just 24 points after the person with the highest score after the third. So that'll be like the final score. Whoever gets to that score wins.
Is Amir Corey sounds weird again?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
quiet again.
You're doing something.
I heard something about 24 points in fourth quarter, and then
I might have to head out.
The fuck?
Like what?
You a fucking slut, bro.
You just got the text like,
Like
yeah,
you a fucking slut.
the you up text.
No, if you see the podcast, if you see the shit I just sent in there, I'm like, I might have to head out.
Hey man, hold up. Oh
I mean,
shit.
if he wants nobody, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
True. What? Who is?
Some
who
nice
is this?
tape. Word, right? It's like it's some nice teams right there. Yikes.
Can y'all hear me good now? Or am I still? That
You
sound
sound
still
fine
sound bad.
again. You sound good.
Yeah. So what was you saying? What's the format that they doing?
So I saw. I don't know if this is true or not, but whoever has like
Probably fake.
the highest score after the third quarter, they just tack on 24 points after that. So that'll be the final score for the fourth quarter, and the fourth quarter won't be timed. So the first team to get to that wins.
It's
just really convoluted and
That shit's stupid.
But I mean, I guess I understand what they're trying to do. But okay, so here's the exact thing. All right, they said the teams will compete to win each of the first 3 quarters, all of which will start with the score 0-0 and will be 12 minutes long. So I guess each quarter is a new game.
Oh, okay.
Right? So it's 0-0 at the beginning of each quarter.
Okay.
At the start of the fourth quarter, the game clock will be turned off and a final target score will be set. The final target score will be determined by taking the leading team's total cumulative score through 3 quarters and adding 24 points.
Oh, that's lit.
The 24 representing the late Kobe Bryant's uniform number.
What the fuck does adding 24 do? They could have just added the numbers and it would be the same thing.
Once
Doesn't
the
make
final
sense.
target score is set, the teams will play an untimed fourth quarter, and the first team to reach the final target score will win the NBA All-Star
Okay.
game.
So you basically, let's say the team score 100 points in the first 3 quarters, then 124 is the fourth quarter, and that's how many points you have to get.
That's how many points that you have to get to, but the other team might not be at 100. They may be at like 80. But they got to get to 124.
Still got to get to 124.
So you got to compete to kind of, you know.
And I guess this will keep niggas like from just bullshitting every quarter.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like it. Where you're winning each quarter 0-0.
This whole gets more competitive. Like we can see a competitive All-Star game again.
Are you using a new mic?
What's up with Corey tonight?
Hey, it sound like you ain't used that mic in a long time.
The disappointment in Brago's voice. Corey started talking. He's like, "Oh man,"
because it keeps going in and out. I'm like, what is happening with this dude tonight? And he was on the stream earlier. He sounded fine. I don't know. But I don't know the reactions to the All-Star game stuff. A lot of people were confused.
It's trash.
You don't like it, Ali?
I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the game more competitive. They try to do that in the NFL with the Pro Bowl too, by switching up a whole new rule set, making players, choose teams, pick teams, Jerry Rice versus Hall of Famer captains, whatever.
Mm.
The players will not take it serious so long as it's an exhibition. Like you would have to put, even if you put a ridiculous money line thing, I think that they said something like where it's 100,000 for every quarter that a team wins. That's for charity. And then I think it's 250,000 for the fourth quarter for I think that's for charity too. But obviously they're not going to say how much, the players themselves are going to make. I think they always had an incentive for that too. I think last year's was like winning team makes like 300K, losing team makes 100K, some shit like that.
But
even if you would,
the exhibition game doesn't have to be super competitive. I just want to be entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know why people are getting so mad that the All-Star game is just like people not playing defense and people just dunking. Nobody wants to get hurt. Like, would you rather see a competitive game or would you rather see LeBron James get hurt? I don't care if it's like a 1% chance. I'd rather not have LeBron James get hurt. Like,
I mean, I can say from my perspective.
Sure, that's selfish as a Lakers fan, but I don't give a fuck.
You know what I think, Ali? I think the first 3 quarters should be just whatever bullshit. I think you should start the fourth quarter off at 0-0 and then go to like 40 or 30. I mean, in this point, like 24 is cool, but then the other team that's like down, I think if it's not close,
You think it's too much?
Yeah, I think it's too much going. Just like have the first 3 quarters just be whatever. Then fourth quarter, you start off from 0-0.
Well, it would be super trash if one team is super ahead by 3 quarters.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it's a close game, it makes it a better game. If it's not a close game, it makes it worse. It's like
it's a trash game no matter what.
That's why I want
the line.
No, but the fourth quarter in the NBA All-Star game is normally really good because
the All-Star game is like
the game
you
is
guys
close.
actually care about the All-Star
but that's what I'm
game?
saying. If you start off at 0-0 in the
boring.
fourth quarter, then it's like, all right, bet, let's get this W.
The All-Star game, I always looked at it as something you have in the background the day it plays. Like the things that I actually pay attention to was the skills. Well, not skills challenge, not somewhere anymore, but the 3-point contest and the dunk contest that's gone on Saturday.
Yeah, I like those.
Those are
yeah.
the two best parts of All-Star Weekend.
But
Like
like the
nobody
All-Star
goes.
game itself is so fucking trash.
They need. Well, I feel like now I look forward to the. I look forward to the 3-point contest more than anything now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And
you
the
look
reason
forward to
people
those two things way
Ale,
more
the
than
reason
actual
people
game.
say that it's boring because they don't play any defense because it's just people fucking running past each other and dunking, and there's like fucking 100 billion points. It's boring like that because it's like you're not actually watching a real game. You're just watching people like fucking like practice pretty much like they're doing their.
That's
fucking...
what we want. We want like a super pickup game.
Yeah, that's all you want. I think. If the fourth quarter is because the fourth quarter, I normally wait till like the fourth quarter, then they start. If the game is closed, then it gets really good.
Yeah,
but that's why.
I mean, the thing is like
actually work.
The idea, obviously, I don't know if it's possible to get to this point, but the ideal form of the All-Star game would be to where you could make it to some point to where everyone in the game would want to win as much as possible. So it would be sick as fuck in the sense that you'd have the best players.
You'd have to go
team.
MLB.
The fuck is that?
What does MLB do?
Major League Baseball?
Yeah. What do they do?
If you win the All-Star game, I believe you get home field advantage or some shit in the World Series.
Oh shit!
Really?
It's like some wild like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how do they determine that based off like all the like All-Star niggas in the?
What you mean?
You said they get home field advantage in like the World Series.
Yeah, it's something like that.
So I guess
I get it. So because it's East versus West or whatever.
Yeah,
so
East
it's like
versus
if
West,
West wins, and that makes sense.
Oh,
but you can't
okay,
really do that for the NBA now because they're hand-picked teams.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're still handpicked from like the East and the West, though.
No, a West team.
But it would
can have
only
East
work.
players.
Yeah.
You'd have to go back to the regular format and
There would be no
East
point
West.
of picking teams anymore, Corey, because you can only have East and West.
Yeah, you'd have to go back to the regular format, then have it that way. Then I think, but the thing is, the teams that are in contention are the only people that are going to take it seriously.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You
it's
know
like
what I'm
Brandon Ingram's not gonna probably try as hard.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, shit, I ain't gonna be in the finals anyway. Like, I don't care for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
I think Devin Booker should have been in over Russ this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. And people saying, oh, he should win more games. Trae Young isn't winning a lot. Brandon Ingram,
But Trae Young also got it off like strictly fan vote. No?
Right, but Brandon Ingram, like, you know what I'm saying? The Pelicans, their record isn't that much better than the Suns.
But he got in as a forward though.
Yeah.
It don't even matter.
What I like.
Well, if it don't even matter, then get Rudy Gobert the fuck on out of here.
I mean, why not? I think he got snubbed like last year.
Who cares? He's a glorified defensive player. What?
He's a great defensive player.
And in the All-Star game, you don't play defense. So why is he in there?
I don't know. I think Gobert deserves to be there just because they're still trying to hit that center quota, right?
Yeah.
They're still trying to do that, which I think it shouldn't be that anymore. Just get the best players in there. Where Gobert
they did that like
doesn't make it.
they did that 2 years ago, and people complained, and so they brought centers back. But it's like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares about centers no more.
Yeah.
Damn near everyone can play. Like the best centers now are like players that can stretch from the 4 to the 3 to the 5.
Yeah. I think Harden. I think Luka is hurt though, so maybe
Luka. He's out. His ankle is up for like the next 6 games.
So yeah, I don't know.
Give or take.
Yeah, I was saying either Russ doesn't make it or Chris Paul.
I think they just had to put Chris Paul. I like to see Chris Paul in it, and I think he's gonna do his thing. But I was kind of surprised that he kind of made it.
Yeah,
Chris Paul is play on his team.
That's what I'm saying.
How the fuck he make it?
Bro, they didn't even have OKC like winning 30 games.
Yeah, but Chris Paul ain't the best player on his
team.
team.
Player on the team right now.
Who's the best player on the team?
Shai Gilgeous.
Shai is fucking killing right now, bro.
Yeah, that nigga's cold, bro.
Like he's probably the most underrated player in the NBA right now.
After
I've
Devin.
never fucking heard his name, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Devin
like,
Booker.
Yeah.
I mean, Shai Gilgeous is winning with his team though.
Yeah, but Shai, I
Devin
feel like
Booker-
Shai is benefiting from having someone like CP.
But if you put Devin Booker on that same team, like they going off.
Maybe.
I feel like Devin Booker,
They'd probably be like the 5th or 6th seed.
if he was on the Lakers or something, he'd make the play. He'd make the All-Star team.
Yeah.
Just off of.
Oh, not even the Lakers. Just put him on a better fucking team.
But his numbers wouldn't also look as good as they are now.
I think they would.
He's not averaging 28 on the Lakers.
Yeah, having 20.
Yeah. But then again,
and remember Clay used to make the All-Star team.
so now he's making the All-Star team for a different reason.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but even if LeBron wasn't there or AD wasn't there, he would make it in just because.
Like I said, it'd be a different reason. He's now making it all popularity, not so much like.
But yeah, like Russ shouldn't be there this year.
Well,
no, but he's not. Now he's not making it at all.
They need to take away the positions in the All-Star game. That's what they need to do.
I think people don't want him to like, because centers would get cucked every single time.
Man, I mean, basketball is positionless, bro. Fuck centers.
I mean, somewhat now, but you can't say fuck centers because
the question is like,
if y'all got all guards, bro, and if I get fucking Giannis, Giannis not a center, but if I get
Embiid,
fucking Joel Embiid, and we got Giannis too, like y'all not doing shit.
The thing is, like, if the NBA were to completely go into like a fantasy draft era situation, outside of like maybe Joel Embiid, I feel like the centers would not get picked for the first like 5 rounds.
Well, I mean, Anthony Davis getting picked.
That's kind of cap.
Anthony Davis ain't a center.
Forward center.
I mean, that's what
they got him listed. They got him listed as forward center.
He plays the 4, and he even said that he don't like playing the 5.
But I'm saying, but that nigga's gonna be a center. And then Austin came. Don't matter what you like, bro. That nigga's a center when he playing with us.
He's not a center though. He plays the 4.
They have him listed as center forward. Like that's the thing now. So
that's trash. Okay, that's not true at all,
bro.
They have him as you said center.
And I don't understand why his
on NBA.com they list the starters. He's forward center.
I don't understand why his big ass don't want to be.
Embiid is center forward.
Yes. Okay, that's a true center.
Gobert is center.
Yes.
Sabonis is forward center.
Okay,
they can play either position.
Yeah, they play center and small ball.
What I like to
technically need a center.
So Bam Adebayo, center forward. You know, AD doesn't like playing center because he's frail.
That nigga.
Well, that's because he was like a point guard transitioning and he got tall, so he just don't know how to play center.
Point guard transitioning. He went male to female or what?
That nigga grow like 6 inches or something like
so
that?
Trash. This dude is so trash, man.
What I do like about this All-Star games like lineup is like the young niggas are starting to integrate in now. So you got like Donovan
Corey,
Mitchell.
why do you sound like you like 40 years old?
The young niggas starting to integrate.
I mean, I like, you know, you got like Donovan Mitchell, you got Jason Tatum.
I mean, I think it's kind of Ali. I think what's kind of unnoticed right now is Trae Young might be like a top 13 player right now, bro.
I don't think so.
Why are you so specific on a number?
Yeah, I mean, no,
are you
taking
taking Trae Young over Devin Booker?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because anytime people say like start going to the top 10 situation, top 15, Devin Booker is like the gatekeeper.
Okay,
if you're not picking him over Devin Booker,
okay, let me ask you this.
I don't think
I'm taking him over Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm probably taking him over Jason Tatum.
I don't think I would.
Alehh, since when are you a Lakers fan, by the way? I thought you lived in fucking Utah.
He's been a Lakers fan. He's been a BI fan.
I think Trae Young could win MVP in like 3 years.
No, yeah, he's definitely like on the road to be like one of the best like guards like in the league.
But I feel like Trae Young. Yes, I agree with the MVP thing just because he can put up stats, right? But if you're trying to win, are you taking Trae Young over these players?
Yeah, because the team.
Because Trae Young, you got to build a specific
team around him.
But
yeah,
the thing
you
is,
have to build a specific team around him. You have to like surround him with at least 3 defenders.
I mean, that's like with Steph. Steph isn't.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just get 3 defenders.
No, you just need a really good defender behind him, and you have some maybe like another guard that's a good defender.
Little inside protection.
Yeah, but I think with Trae Young, he has all the skills where it's not that difficult to build a winning team around him because he's a great passer.
Because he's a great passer, he can shoot.
Yeah,
and he got great court vision, and he's an unselfish player.
Yeah, bro. I think I'm taking him over Kemba Walker right now.
This is the NBA podcast.
I mean, Kobe passed away, man. So hey, take it how you want it.
Yeah, suck a dick, bro.
We got a lot of shit to talk about though, but I mean, we gotta get this NBA shit off. R.I.P. to Kobe. I'm getting my Kobe tat at some point this year.
No, you're not.
That ass.
I am.
What did you say?
You ain't getting no Kobe tat, nigga.
Alright.
That nigga, he about
If
to
you were
get
getting
Mamba on
okay,
his
okay,
back.
do you at least know what the idea of the Kobe tat is?
Why
Are
you be
you-
lying, bro? You ain't getting no Kobe.
Are you
tat.
getting like 824? Are you getting like the Kobe shoe sign? Or you
Definitely
getting
not
like
the shoe sign. I might
actually
get
Kobe?
Mama
The shoe's not
mentality.
kind of cold though.
Mama mentality 824.
That nigga's a liar, bro.
Hey, if you get that, I'll get one too, Kobe.
It's like, why my nigga lying about? Oh no, actually, bro, you ain't
Because
even got
that
no
nigga
tattoo.
been lying about this fucking made up tattoo.
Yeah, it would be my
he
second
has.
tat.
What's your first one? Doflamingo on
You
your
got one in the
lower back?
inside thigh, bro.
Look,
I've
this
seen
nigga
it.
say that he got faith tattooed on his left arm, bro. Bullshit.
No, you don't,
I do.
bro. We've seen you hoop. You ain't got shit on your arm.
I do, bro. Like
Snapchat me that right now.
Snapchat it to you.
He said Snapchat on that pussy.
Yeah, let me. Hey, let me see
Snapchat me that
cuz.
pussy. If it's cool.
Let me see the picture, cuz.
My picture of what?
Your
The
dick,
face.
obviously.
Oh.
It's a fucking tat. Why are you making it sound like it's a fucking nuke that you hiding from the government or something?
Yeah,
bro?
wasn't y'all sharing V's and shit?
Bro, that
Sharing
nigga don't have no
V's.
tattoo.
I got on like a long sleeve shirt right now. I can't. That's
What if it's a sign that he's a part of like a Costa Rican
Roll up
terrorist
your
group?
shirt, you fucking extra bitch.
I'm trying to
That
tell
nigga
y'all,
Froob
bro,
said
this
you a part of a
nigga
Costa
lying,
Rican
bro.
terrorist
This nigga
group?
been lying about this fucking thing
Doesn't that
for
kind
long.
of sound like a terrorist group?
Bro,
face?
I'll show
Like, he's
y'all
probably
my
like
first
some-
tat after I get my second tat.
What?
That sounds like some bullshit.
No, but nah.
Hey, we go on to the next shit. This
Listen,
shit
listen,
bullshit.
listen.
Bro,
Sound like some
Brago,
Ponzi
y'all-
scheme bullshit, bro.
Y'all need to chill right now because Brago's gonna have to get a faith tattoo now when he goes to get his Kobe tattoo.
No, if it's like it's literally in my videos. Right, my videos. If you look at my left arm, my tattoos right
Bro,
there.
the only thing in your
No,
videos
it's
is like
not.
hats and you licking your lips. Shut up.
It's a lot more to it than that, Corey.
Bro,
But
why
nah,
y'all
if he-
always be talking about this nigga licking his lips? Y'all niggas
That's how that
gay.
nigga do.
Juicy ass
Y'all
lip.
niggas is
I didn't
gay.
say that. That's why.
No, for real. If you look at my video, I don't have it on a long sleeve shirt. My tat is right there, bro.
Bro, shut up.
I'm just saying, y'all just don't pay attention.
Bro, this nigga's so full of shit.
I'm serious.
He's full of it.
I'm not lying.
What
to
if you
y'all.
what if you looked at like this nigga Brago arm and it wasn't fake but it said Matt?
That'd be wild.
What?
Random as hell.
Like, bro, what is
It's
wrong
Matt.
with this nigga, dog?
Matt with an E.
Next thing you know, probably
That's why he didn't want to show us the picture because it's pretty
Matt with an E. I don't know why that's funny as hell. I don't know.
That's all.
It
Matt
gotta
with an
be a
E.
Matt with an E.
That's
Alright,
actually
man.
funny, like the color and shit, like the color.
Exactly.
Yeah, Matt Black.
Hey, man.
It's funny because I was a
Hey,
kid.
bro,
I thought
you
that
missed
shit
out on
was
a
my
you missed
tail
out
or
on a
some
good
shit.
opportunity to name your channel Matt Black.
No, I don't think I missed the opportunity, bro. Like, fuck
Nah.
out of here.
He's okay with he's
I
okay with
like
Boogie
you
Wog
put
and
that
Matt
up.
B.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to make you some money, man. It's Mark.
Nah, I don't think I was gonna make no money
I
off
think
that.
Matt Black would work.
Oh, Matt Black, bro. First off, you always sleeping
I'm
on
with you,
screen.
Corey. Matt Black would work.
Wait, Brago.
Bro,
What
you
would
sleeping on
channel
screen,
Matt
you
Black
smoke
cover
hella
though?
weed. Matt Black.
Matt Black? Oh,
It's
Black
a
Empowerment.
brand.
What
Matt,
kind of channel
Black
is Matt Black?
Empowerment.
What kind of
have to do
channel?
with Matt Black?
Black
It's the
Empowerment.
brand. You a black nigga. Matt Black.
No, nigga, no. That's
That
dumb.
would be a cool name if you ran like a car channel or some shit, not a One Piece channel,
Or a Black Empowerment channel.
or that I guess.
That's
He
dumb as
bring
hell.
he bring what's his name on?
Master J.
Nah.
The Reverend?
No, the nigga that was
he can
like
bring Steve-O because Steve-O
Nah.
coming over right
Johnson?
now.
the nigga that said they had to free Meek to kill whatever. You know
Dr.
what I'm
Umar.
talking about?
Oh,
Yo, that
Yo.
nigga's been wildly recently. Y'all know what's going on with him.
Fuck
Recently-
Dr. Umar.
he said
Fuck
something.
Dr.
Wait,
Umar.
is
That
he the
the
same
dumbest
dude that
He
nigga-
said
said-
the NBA killed Kobe.
Yeah, he the same dude that said that he Kobe was
Oh,
trying
that
to get the
dude.
Black Mamba fucking trademark. That's why they killed his ass.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
like a
I guarantee you,
pharmaceutical
Master
company.
J has a fucking poster of that guy on his wall.
What?
Hey,
Umar
you
Johnson?
know what? Hey,
Yeah.
you know what, bro? You know what, Froob? I just have to highlight you real quick, bro. Now I realize how you were like, bro, y'all niggas sound crazy as fuck whenever I said that that nigga Nipsey got killed because of that fucking Dr. Sabi shit.
Yeah.
Bro, when I seen this nigga Dr. Umar on Twitter, bro, I was like, bro, if you don't get your bitch ass off the fucking phone.
It was funny because remember his phone fell in the middle of it too.
Yes,
Oh
bro.
yeah, I saw that.
Shit was
And then
hilarious.
this nigga said it's because like the African gods, bro. I'm like, I was no, bro.
Nah, but what was funny was when they're like this nigga outside in the cold talking because nobody in the house trying to hear that
I
shit.
saw that. It's like that nigga outside because nobody want to hear that shit inside the house.
Like, I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Hey, I mean, I don't know.
That'd be crazy if the nigga was right though.
Exactly. Like
crazy.
moments like this when somebody's right, you think they're crazy, but
Hindsight's
Kobe already
That
have
means we've
Black
already
Mamba
been
trademark.
programmed.
Hindsight's always 2020.
I don't think it's true, but
I
hey,
mean,
Stranger
No,
Things
I'm
is
just
happening.
saying. I'm not.
the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
That's true.
What?
What country you from?
What?
That is true. What
Bro,
are you saying,
so
Ali?
The
I said,
trademark
doesn't
have-
Kobe already have Black Mamba trademarked?
No, it would be under Nike, but
I think it is
there was-
trademarked, but they're
So if they
trying
already
There was-
have it trademarked, then what was the whole point of him saying trying to get it trademarked?
Bro, he just was talking out his ass, Alehh. Like,
That's what I'm
what
saying,
happens when you
bro.
Talk out your ass.
I think
That's
I
what
think
Yeah.
it's a lawsuit. Well, actually, I
it's
think
like-
no.
it's like for
The
a
company
fucking-
was
Bro,
using.
it's like for an energy drink, bro. And the thing is that this nigga Kobe wouldn't get killed because of a fucking because of an energy drink. Like,
Oh,
come
okay,
on,
no.
bro.
So here it is. The High Tech, they filed to trademark their line of diet pills called Black Mamba Hyper Rush.
I'm never taking a diet pill called Black Mamba. Like, why would I? That doesn't even sound like it's gonna work.
That's like a sex pill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you.
And
bigger
it said Kobe tried to trademark
you said
the
it gives you a
name
big
1
dick?
year
Okay.
later. So I don't know. It's sticky. They said High Tech is
Let's
accusing.
not go into this.
Wait, so it's a gum? It's sticky, so it's not like a pill. It's gum.
No,
This nigga's wild.
Froob was rubbing off on quietly. What the fuck? But nah, it's basically I think they both were trying to trademark it. I don't think it was trademarked but they filed it before, but they are trying to trademark Black Mamba Hyper Rush, and Kobe's just trying to trademark. Black
Why not
Mamba.
just name the pill something else? Like, I wouldn't be like, damn, I want to name this pill Black Mamba.
Because
like,
the thing is, you would capitalize off of Black Mamba being popular as well. It's smart.
Yes.
It's a smart thing to do, I think.
I guess.
I don't know why
That's
Kobe.
kind of like how Master J was making like BDA shirts
kinda
and selling
like
the hoes for 20
I
a pop.
mean, we can't trademark BDA, like you know what I'm saying. So I
Why
don't
the
know.
fuck not?
Man, I'm about to change my BDA law. I'm gonna capitalize on
That's
that.
already
shit.
trademark. B too late.
Yeah,
Sorry.
whatever.
Speaking of BDA law,
I'm gonna
what's
look at
good-
the
what's-
domain right now.
Did I get the clearance for that intro song or what? What's going on with that?
The intro song.
Yeah, for my vid.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm
Oh,
so you got
bet.
it.
Got it.
Are you talking about for that nigga porno?
Yo, relax,
Yeah.
Corey. Why you gotta be so blatant with it?
Exactly,
Bro,
you got
what
it.
is y'all niggas on?
Bro, this nigga quietly
He gave you
put a whole
specific
description in the
details,
fucking
bro.
chat. I was like, what is this nigga talking about?
Yo, have y'all like ever?
Yes.
Fuck you, Froob.
Suck
Have
the
y'all-
dick.
Have it?
No.
What, Corey? what-
Nigga, what?
Corey,
Bro,
what is wrong, bro?
What's wrong with you, bro?
Damn, Corey, you've been missing a lot lately, my guy.
Corey, like I miss my niggas. But have y'all ever
Ask me that, man.
had highly
nigga
anticipated
actually
cheeks
Highly anticipated cheeks.
where like the anticipation's been building with the cheeks
Oh yeah.
and then you finally get the cheeks?
He was like, damn, I ain't even want
Hey,
that.
bust too quick.
Does it live up to the hype?
It never lives up to the hype.
Oh, sometimes it does. Definitely does live up to the hype. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Does it every time?
Not every time.
Give
but-
me a little bit more
Oh.
context. Am I purposely waiting for it, or is
I
she
had
making me
sex.
wait?
Is
for it?
somebody
time.
been trying to beat for a while?
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, is the reason why I can't beat because of me or her?
Nigga, what? What do you mean?
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean, Kobe
Ali,
Bryant?
you say you can take it if you want to? Like, what are you trying to say?
Yo, don't make it sound rapey now.
That's what you said. Is it because of me
No.
or her?
What I'm saying, like,
You know
she's
how shit play out?
She's specifically playing hard to get, or is it more a thing where it's like, I don't want it?
You want it.
Oh, no, then no.
Oh wow! So every cheek, every cheeks you try and beat
Whoa.
down, you get.
No, you saying the expectations aren't met.
No, I'm saying, has there ever been cheeks that you wanted to get? You've been talking to a girl, and then you finally get it. Does it live up to the hype?
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
expectations.
You know, Alehh ain't never been through this. This is out of his range of expertise.
I mean, okay, Ali, the cheeks doesn't have to be female. What about
That's wild.
you can let me know that. Just cheeks in general.
Bro.
I don't like the handlement of my situation right now.
The what?
What?
I deserve respect.
Ali, listen.
I
if-
deserve respect.
Ali, if
on
you-
the
Ali, if you-
podcast.
Judge you, bro. We love
Ali,
you.
if you
I
came out
deserve
to
respect.
us, if you came out to us, we wouldn't judge you.
He already came out.
I deserve respect.
You got it, B.
All right, then.
I don't know. Are you ready to move on from the Kobe topic though?
Oh, what about you, Brago? Is it worth it or?
Let's move on.
I think it could be either really good or really bad.
Yeah, I think it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Same time.
With really anticipated cheeks, where it's like
It's either like everything you hope for or nothing.
or it's like
You
it
just
doesn't
like,
live up to the
wow,
hype
bro,
at
I was
all.
waiting on this shit.
Boy,
Yeah.
you bust too quick.
This bitch been waiting on my shit. Fuck you talking about?
Yo, Carly, that's been Carly's message since 2020. Yo. Like, yo, she waiting on me.
Facts.
I mean, I ain't
She
mad
been
at it.
Bro.
Right, King.
Shit.
What the fuck is Nick Wright's Twitter,
This
Abby?
nigga quietly, she gonna be like, you gonna open the door for me? Like, nah, bitch, you opening the door for me.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, nah, we ain't taking it that far.
Is Nick Wright and his wife and his daughter?
Oh, okay. I thought that was just. Wait.
What he thought it was?
That's his
Yo,
daughter?
Yeah.
That girl looks like she's like 40 years old.
No. That's,
You know, white people age like milk.
No, that's.
He's black, Corey.
They're both black.
Dumbass motherfucker.
I don't think that's his actual child.
Oh, okay. That
She
makes way
black.
more sense then. Okay.
I think it's the mother's daughter, and he got like 2 other kids with her.
Hey, somebody put the link in
I got
there.
a question, Brago. Look at his header. You see, I'm assuming that's his son on the right. You think he shows him respect?
Hey, what pictures y'all niggas?
Yeah, I was
talking
like, yeah, like.
Do you think the
Abby.
son shows him respect?
Yes.
Hold on. Wait, you say what? That.
Look at his header. Look at his header on Twitter.
Oh, you think? Oh, okay. Do I think her son shows him respect?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Or
doesn't
this man
look like
adopted an entire family or what?
right. So I feel like the 2 kids, the 2 black kids, obviously not his, and then that one
Okay.
That
mixed,
one girl.
that one mixed girl.
That's his.
You can tell that's his.
Oh yeah, his son looks
It's
like
a Lori
he
Harvey
fuck you, Dad.
situation.
I guess, yeah. But that's
Which
definitely.
I
his
did my
daughter.
research. That's his girl. That's his daughter.
Hold on, which
the
one?
black
The
girl?
daughter is on the left or the right?
No, Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's daughter.
Bro, no, it's
We've
not.
already.
Yes, it is. I looked this up.
Where you
I
get
did
it? Where you get it
research.
from?
I did the research
From where?
from multiple sites.
Bro, from where?
From multiple sites.
What are these sites?
These are. I was looking this shit up 3 weeks ago. I don't know the sites by name,
Okay. If
but
it
I
was- if it
swear
was a
I could not
credible
find
site.
it anywhere. I could not find it anywhere where it says that she was doing it with some other. Now it could be some illegitimate type shit where it's like, of course it's yours, but it could be one of those
Bro,
situations.
I'm sorry.
bro.
That his Abby still just looks like a meme to me. He's so white to be taking a picture like that.
No, but her and Steve Harvey got married in 2007. I mean,
Steve Harvey did have another wife before the
Yeah.
wife he's with now. He did some grimy shit to her though. He said that when he met his second wife, he was at a bar. He told his second wife, "I'm gonna end up marrying you," but he was already still married. Like,
is that worse than the Neo shit?
what
What did Neo do?
Neo,
That laugh was
Neo. So with his first baby moms, they had 2 kids, and then I think they got engaged, and he told her he don't want no more kids, so she should cut her shit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she did that, so now she can't have no kids, and he went on to have 2 more kids with somebody else.
Damn,
Now she can't have no kids.
that's fucked
Maybe
up.
he just didn't want kids with her. What's wrong with that?
But why he had to have kids with
Yeah,
nobody else?
like he has shit permanently though.
My thing is like she shouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying?
He
Just because
shouldn't
you
have done
wanted, you know what I'm saying?
My boy just sealed the deal on that thing.
Yeah. So
Bro, okay.
It's not. I feel like it's not on him. Like it's not like he forced her to do it.
I have a similar story with someone I
She was
know
doing
that
it under
did
the
that.
pretense that they were going to be together forever.
You never do anything on the pretense that you're gonna be together forever.
I mean, true enough, but
Brago,
not
you
even
say
together
this,
forever, but that they was going to get married.
bro.
I
You
guess.
say this, Brago, but I know some dude that did the exact same thing for his wife, and they not together no more.
No, but you a guy, it could be reversed.
You can reverse with a guy.
It could actually naturally just.
Well, you can.
You can still have kids even with it happening.
After 5 years, you're actually supposed to get it done again because it can naturally just fix itself.
Can't you get?
But you're saying that you can tie your balls? I think is that what it is?
If you get a vasectomy, that shit, it'll just reverse itself after 5 years. There was a dude who actually thought his wife was cheating on him because he had one. Because his wife got pregnant, and then when she came out, the baby was his. So
Nah.
you gotta watch. It's not as effective.
Nah, bro.
Bro, who the fuck?
That's definitely mad, bro.
Bro, that's not me.
Nah, that was me. That was me. Nah, Cam just tagged me in a video of Drake saying play that shit from the Bay Area. So they're trying to blame Drake for
Oh, it's the Drake curse.
The Drake curse for San Francisco. Yo, niggas are so trash. But but Neo, I feel like it's just something, she shouldn't.
Oh yeah, that nigga was wilding, bro. Because he probably knew he didn't want to be with her.
No, what if he did? Like
he probably. I mean,
let me give you a scenario. What if the kids that Neo was having with this girl was butt ugly, but the ass was too good?
Wild.
Bro,
that's kind of wild.
So you want to keep smashing, but you don't want kids.
It makes sense.
You gonna ruin the Neo brand.
Y'all niggas, it makes sense.
Then he can literally. Then he can. I mean, what kind of weird shit is that?
It makes
you say she has butt ugly kids. You gonna blame her?
But what if they ugly because of you?
Yeah, like
no. Because what if he has kids with some other chick and them kids is gorgeous?
But the fact that he just
that we know,
then leave the girl. Then leave her.
No, but I said the ass is too good, bro.
No ass is that good.
Asses could be that good, Brago.
Bro, where you're saying your kids are so ugly, you don't want to have kids.
Brago, you've never had a relationship with a girl where the ass was just so good you only there for the ass.
Like her asshole?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but I wasn't with her.
Yeah, he was just hitting. He didn't like.
He just trying to secure the bag. Like he's just saying, "Yo."
But at some point, at some point, you grow out of that. Like,
yeah, you just like,
not me.
No, but then you know how ass like how it kind of manifests into like something else. It always goes too far.
It always like, oh, what are we?
Yeah.
Sad.
It never stays at this ass.
It was funny because like
we aren't anything. You're just pussy.
They were just talking about
we are farmers.
Wow, that's toxic. That's so toxic.
You got to edit that out, my guys.
You just pussy.
Keep it in.
Everybody keeps saying we're assholes.
It's funny because like the Joe Budden podcast, they were just talking about like. Yeah, like after you smash Shorty for the third or fourth time, she already looking up like, yeah, like, so nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, like third or fourth time, that's kind of wild.
There wasn't a song like if he smashed twice or some shit.
But look, y'all treating it like
time, then I like
no,
right.
y'all treating the situation like Neo's just another dude. He's a celebrity. You can do this.
So he chose the pussy.
Yes, and he can choose.
He
the
chose
girl.
to get engaged to her.
Oh, he got engaged to her?
Yes, that's what they were engaged and they had 2 kids. And then she got her tubes tied, and then he left her, got married to another chick, and then had 2 kids with her.
But what does that have to do with him getting her tubes tied because he left? We don't know the situation that happened there.
No, like we know that she got her tubes tied because he didn't want to have any more kids.
Yeah, but what if the new girl that he wanted to have the new girl wanted to have kids with him? That's another situation, bro. It's a case-by-case analysis.
I feel that, but like niggas ain't gonna say it that way. It's always the niggas' fault.
But we ain't them same dudes, bro. We as intellectual beings, we can see it as it is.
I don't think it's on the nigga though, at all. Like Shorty,
Facts.
come on, you don't. I mean, because I feel like it's always gonna be a situation in which shit like this happens, and they can blame the man or the woman. But at the end of the day, if somebody didn't force you to do something, then you can't.
It's your choice on that one.
It's your choice. You know what I'm saying?
So you're not getting the snip ever? You're not getting your vast deference cut?
Oh, you talking about me?
Nah, what if he would have made the choice? Let's just say Brago down the line has like 6 more kids. And he like, you know what, boy?
God damn, bro, you got 6 more kids' money?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, what if he does?
You know, BDA Law partner.
I feel like you
BDA Law got like 10 more kids' money, bro. But he ain't giving us shit.
BDA Law got that football team.
What is these niggas talking about right now?
Yeah, we gotta call BDA Law is related to Jerry Jones.
Yeah, we need to
money.
grow on the BDA Law.
We just need to get sponsored by BDA Law. That's it. We good. Problem solved.
Fuck all the other sponsors.
It sound like BDA Law got millions of subs. How y'all niggas talking?
He got millions of views.
I heard he owns an island.
He owns an island.
Yeah.
One
of those islands
in his living room.
He go out the island. Come over here and get chopped up.
One of those islands like the Dominican Republic, whatever.
It's Iguana Island. It's just an island of iguanas that I hunt. I just hunt iguanas all the fucking time.
Would you imagine a nigga about to go fly away? In his bag, he got his machete and some flip flops.
That's gonna be a male bonding. Yeah, yo, let's go hunt some iguanas. Should keep you in shape though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, the other day, I was fucking. It was wet outside, and I had on flip flops. But you know what I'm saying. This never been an issue. So it was like a sidewalk, but like there was a bunch of leaves there. So I tried to jump over the leaf, yeah, in the flip flops, bro. Like, I swear to God, I thought I tore my ACL, bro. I slipped.
So you watched?
Yo, I fell hard as shit. Then my knee went under me. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, you had that Kyrie Irving situation?
Yes, bro. I was like,
So in Atlanta, you definitely getting watched,
dog. Listen, the back of my fucking calf is fucking like it's fucking killing me right now.
And then back gonna be right.
Oh shit, yo, like that shit hurt like hell. I was like, dog, what is going on?
Hey, I basically saw the
me?
same thing, bro. Some fat chick slipped on ice.
I mean, that's a regular thing though with the fat chicks. Yeah, that's wild though. But shout out to fat chicks.
Okay.
No, let's not. Let's not encourage that kind of behavior.
Yo,
Quietly, what's wrong
with
you,
bro? Wild.
Dog. That's behavior. They ain't born like that.
You think being fat is behavior?
Hell yeah.
What? Being fat is behavior?
That's a choice.
That's a body type, nigga.
No, it's not. It's a choice. It's a bad relationship.
No, everybody's born skinny.
What is somebody?
No, you're born normal, and then you get fat.
Being fat isn't normal.
Did you just say being fat is not normal?
It's not normal. What do you mean?
Do you think being fat people could ever be part of the LGBTQ?
I mean, looking like how I look is also not normal. But
LGBTQF. Fat people.
Nice.
Yeah, we're so fucking toxic.
Y'all got that hoe.
No, shout out to fat people, man.
No.
Hey, quietly, I could have sworn in an earlier iteration of the podcast episode you said fat bitches be hitting different, bro.
I've never said that.
That's
true. You specifically said.
I'm pretty sure that's Matt.
That was Matt. I think that was Matt. That was Matt.
That was
Matt. That was not me, though.
Yeah.
I think you said something like,
"Don't you wish that on me, Bobby? Don't you wish that on me?"
Hey, Matt, you just gonna hear Matt in the background.
That was
Matt.
Matt.
I've been told.
That was all Matt talking about.
Yo, Matt, is this
sounds like some Matt shit.
I don't know, man.
Oh, he already fell asleep. Damn.
Hold on. Can I hear him?
Not even an hour in.
Hold on. Let's hear him song. Hold on.
Yeah, we got an official episode now.
Yo, all right, now we potting, right? Now
that's how you know it's gonna be a good episode.
Now we can talk about the real shit.
Yeah, now we can talk about the real
topics,
shit,
bro.
Hold on. Yo, I don't know why.
I swear we was saying a lot of shit in the podcast DM about like topics, bro. We had a lot of shit.
Wait, nah, I don't know why I have this written down. I don't know what this actually means, but I said I have.
Let's just go into the BMC.
No,
shit.
hold on. I have. If I put my hold on. If I put my finger in your mouth.
What?
Whoa.
No,
what? We gotta fight.
No, I'm talking about if you put your finger in the female's mouth, or if she put her finger in your mouth. What does that mean?
Don't put your finger in my mouth, my nigga. Don't do that.
Really?
I
was like, she can't put her finger in my mouth.
Wild.
No, I'm just saying, if a chick put your finger, all right, say during sex, right?
It's like you just like that. So she put her finger in your ass. It's like, no, bro. Like,
no, that's different.
She need to be putting her finger nowhere.
That's different though.
No.
You think it's the same thing? A girl putting a finger in your ass and your mouth?
No. If she put a finger in your ass, I mean, she's trying to see what you about. If she put a finger in your mouth, she's trying to also see what you about.
Okay, I'm saying
like,
if a girl, like, say you're having sex with a girl, and she put her finger in your mouth, then what?
Why would she put her finger in my mouth?
Because she weird like that.
Nah, bro. Be weird with another nigga. Don't be weird with me.
That's her steez.
Yeah, she's like,
nah. So you letting bitches put their finger in their mouth?
I'm
Hell
no.
I'm the
No.
one doing that. That's my
Brago,
way.
I feel like
into that situation because then she would have to sneak a finger right in your fucking face, bro.
No,
that's not a sneak.
Okay, look. Okay, no.
If you having sex, Ali, like sometimes your mouth be open.
Nah, bro. Okay, so look.
What?
Okay, so Brago. So most of the things in sex lead to another thing.
That's
so
what I'm
it's
saying.
like, what is
Corey, what are you talking about?
What I'm saying
Corey
is,
talking
that
about
rape
finding
you,
the beast
Corey?
behind his ass, bro.
So you're saying if you put a, I mean, but if
I'm saying
you,
it's like, what is the purpose of her putting her finger in my mouth, bro?
I don't know, bro. She likes seeing you suck on her finger. I don't know.
No, bro.
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what am I sucking on?
Bro,
her
hold
finger?
on. All trolling aside, Corey, why is this upsetting you so much?
I'm not upset. I'm confused.
Corey, like, I'm not sure where this is going.
Corey's like, I ain't had no.
She might want me to suck her
finger in my
thumb
mouth.
next.
I'll be
Yeah,
damned if
yeah,
they don't
right?
dump this
Like,
finger in my
this is
mouth.
wild.
I mean,
Nah, I'm
I
not
don't.
even mad. I'm just confused.
I don't think it's too crazy. Like a finger in your
I
mouth.
don't think it's
What's
too-
more crazy,
I don't-
Brago? Her jamming her foot in your mouth or a finger?
A finger for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you think a finger?
All right,
is
what
weirder?
if she spit in your mouth?
Oh, I'm gonna beat that bitch up. What you mean?
What?
And I'm gonna spit back in her mouth.
If she spit in my mouth, bro, that's some wild shit. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Really?
We got a shit on the chest now.
Facts.
Oh.
Actually, facts.
Yo,
I would be in such shock, bro. I wouldn't know what to do. To be
Okay,
honest,
Carly, what's your take on bitches spitting in your mouth?
It depends.
He like it. All right, what about you, Brago?
I just let a famous bitch spit in my mouth. Ew.
This nigga's fucking. He wants to be Drake so bad.
That was Meek, bruh. Come on.
All them other
dog.
niggas too.
Come on,
They the
man.
same nigga.
It depends.
Okay,
Okay.
so like when we talking about spit, are we talking about like loogie? Like what we talking about?
It's talking about sex spit. Sex spit.
What's a sex spit? That's what I'm saying. Like
Come on, B. You know what sex spit is?
I know what a sex spit is when they spit on your dick. I'm not trying to get that same energy in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not talking.
Yeah, I'm
about
not trying to get dick spit energy in my mouth. Nah.
Whoa.
where
That's
the fuck
kinda
did this
wild.
come from, Brago? Did this
Huh?
happen to you?
Nah,
Because I can't even fathom.
I wouldn't put a finger in your mouth.
Why would this happen?
My thing is sometimes you smash a girl, you do put like your finger in the mouth.
You put a finger in the mouth, yeah.
She suck on your
Yeah,
finger.
yeah, you. But she's not
Riley,
putting her finger
you
in your
putting
mouth.
a finger in your mouth is another stimulation version of her getting a dick in her mouth. What is she trying to put to you, Quietly?
But why do you do it? Why do we do it?
That's what I was just about to say.
I don't know why I do
that
it.
shit. I don't know why
Dominance.
I've done it before. Yeah, it kind of is a little bit of dominance.
It's
like,
dominant.
yeah,
Suck on
this
his finger, bitch.
It's like the same reason why you smack her ass.
Nah,
Not
I just
really.
like the sound.
Nah, that's
Dominant.
different. That's different. That's
That's
different.
That's different. I just like to hit
The
women.
finger, the finger is just
to hit
like
women. Clip that.
no. But if the thing is, if you put a finger in her mouth, like at that point, anything is going in her mouth.
Yeah.
Even before y'all have sex.
So if she putting her finger in your mouth, then like nigga, what's going in yours?
I mean, she doesn't have a lot that can go in your mouth though, Corey.
Okay, she might want to put a strap on or something.
Nah, that's
Then
different. That's
come on
completely
and put it in your
Hey,
mouth,
Brago,
bro.
so
What?
what
If
is
she putting her fingers in your mouth, nigga, like I mean, I don't know.
Brago, is you sucking the finger or not?
So you're not sucking on toes, or that's just?
The only way I'm sucking the finger if it's already been in my
Yeah,
ass.
I need Matt to wake up for this. I need Matt to wake up for this territory.
Yo, what's up with Froob, yo?
What? What?
Dead ass.
If it's already been in your ass, that's the only way.
Yeah, because I don't know where that shit's been.
Cause like you know, after you put a finger in the butt, like you, that finger's just kind of,
Yo,
that
this
finger's
nigga's
just kind of
nasty.
gone for the rest of like the sex.
What you mean, Corey?
I said like what, like you ever put like your finger in a girl butt, like while you hitting, like that finger's just kind of like.
No,
in
it ain't.
your mind.
no, it ain't.
Why you think that, Corey?
Why you say that? Yeah, Corey, why you say that? Still use that finger?
So,
Corey,
so you
Corey.
put that finger in your girl mouth?
Nigga, you never know.
I hope so.
Wait. So you've never fingered a girl and then have her lick it off?
Yeah, a finger, but not in her ass.
What makes the ass so different?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean the ass? What do you mean?
Yo, Corey, have you ever been in reverse missionary?
Are you talking about missionary from the
Corey,
bottom?
you gotta grow up.
Yeah, it's
my
where
guy.
you're laying on your back and your girl's
Fuck
fucking.
no. Who I look like, nigga?
What? You look like a nigga with clean fingers. That's what you look like.
Yeah, your fingers
No,
too
bro,
clean,
it's
man.
it's perfectly fine for a girl like to like lick your fingers and shit like after you fingered her. I'm talking about like if you've had your fingers in her ass. Nah.
So Corey, you don't kiss your girl when she gives you a blowjob or after?
Yeah.
Oh, you just
What?
suck your own dick.
That's disgusting. Corey, you're
Corey,
disgusting.
what is up with you?
Yo. Yo, what's up with this?
That's crazy.
Yo, what the fuck is this thing?
Corey just loves
What's
to
up
taste
with
the
this
dick, huh?
dude? Like what? He be like, he be like,
Brago,
come
do you
here,
have any real topics?
y'all want to
my
talk about
God.
BMC? This topic?
Wait, hold on.
I
I
don't
found we
care
can get him
if
next.
you
We can get
want.
him next, but this is kind of related to the topic we was just talking about.
All right.
This goes back to the Orlando Bloom. No, not
Oh,
Orlando Brown.
Bloom.
Oh, he
Brown.
said you can't suck this dick.
Oh, the cannon
Yeah,
shit?
where he said dick.
You gotta fight that nigga, man.
yeah,
If I'm Nick Cannon, I'm pulling up on
yeah,
it.
you gotta fight that nigga.
Like
all y'all
if
niggas
regardless if
for
it's
that
true or
shit.
not, you gotta fight that nigga.
All
Yeah,
Nick
you gotta
Cannon
fight
said was, "Man, we gotta pray for our brothers."
Nah, that nigga did it.
He did. Come on.
He did.
Yo.
He did it. Bro,
You think he did
look, I think sometimes like the crazy niggas are the ones that tell the most like who are the most honest, bro. That shit probably happened.
Because everybody knows, like,
You think?
That shit's
Come
random.
on, bro.
the thing is, if Nick did do it, it's like, hey, this nigga crazy. So even if he said something,
Yeah.
nobody would believe him.
No,
Right.
yo, what is up with
Exactly.
you?
No, think, bro.
Nobody
Look,
would believe this nigga.
bro,
so
if Steve-O just came out randomly and was like, "Yeah, bro, like Brago sucked my dick," I'd be like Steve-O. Cause like, why would you lie about that?
What?
Why would Steve-O
I would
lie?
not believe Steve.
Why would you believe Steve?
Why would Steve-O lie about getting his dick sucked? by
Why would
Brago?
I
That
suck
ain't giving him
dick?
no
Like what? I think that like,
Steve would have to
That's-
come up with like a real good
That's a question
story.
between you and God. I don't know why you sucking dick out here.
yo, that's so wild. This nigga Corey said I believe Steve-O. What?
Facts.
So you're telling me if Steve was just
My
randomly
thing
came up to
is,
you and
look,
said,
my thing,
"Hey
look,
man, Brago
okay.
suck my dick," you just believe him?
Okay, bro. Steve-O's not gaining no cool points in the streets for saying. Brago
Obviously,
sucked
with
my
you,
dick.
he is.
Nah, that shit ain't cool. I'm just like, oh, word. Like, that's it. But yeah, that's wild. I
That's-
think he did it.
Wait,
Yo.
you think Brago sucked
I think
Kobe's
both
dick?
of them.
I
did.
mean,
So
Steve-O's dick.
Are you saying you believe that Nick Cannon sucked his dick because he's crazy, and why would crazy?
I think it's
people lie?
possible.
I think it's not possible.
I think it's a 60-40 chance.
Wait, sorry, I missed the beginning part of this. Whose dick did Nick Cannon suck?
Orlando Blue.
The
No, Orlando
crackhead
Brown.
that's so
Sorry.
Raven.
Oh,
Eddie.
Oh,
I
my
definitely
God.
don't believe anything that comes out of that guy's mouth. So.
Yeah,
And that's
facts.
exactly why it happened. Because you ain't gonna believe him if he's telling the truth.
Yo,
Yeah, but
quick,
he's irrelevant right now. He could say anything right now just to get relevancy.
Bro, have you seen that
and
video?
people like Corey are the reason why he can get away with this shit.
Have you seen that video of that guy kicking him out of his house? That was the saddest shit I've ever seen.
He got kicked
Nah,
out of his
I
own
ain't seen
house.
oh yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
he was like living
was
with some
somebody.
other person.
Yeah.
and that person kicked him out of his
I
house.
think I think this is
For what?
crazy.
He was a crackhead.
For being fucking Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
He was on
Or
drugs.
whatever
I
the
thought
fuck
he-
his name
I thought
is.
he meant he got like a legitimate reason when he was like doing crack in his house or something.
Well,
Yeah,
he
he was
was-
on drugs.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, I
Oh,
think
okay,
I think
that's
I
a- that's
asked
a
Dritch
legitimate
this.
reason
Did
to kick
was it the last Grove? No, it was no, we wasn't just in a random stream. With and it's taken back to Kobe. I know, we kind of moved on from it, but
God damn it.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But
Oh my.
would you rather be like? Would you rather live your regular life as you are now, right?
Oh, that got me.
Or live your life as Kobe Bryant, knowing you would die at 41?
I think I'm gonna live this. I don't know, man. My life is special too. What the fuck?
But I'm saying you don't know. It's like you don't know if you're gonna make it to
ooh,
41.
that's a rough one.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
probably
I think
say
you
I
don't
would
know
probably
if you're
say
gonna
live
make
as
it to
Kobe
41.
Bryant.
Well, if I
But you know you're dying at 41 with your
Yeah,
daughter.
and then like
with
you're
your daughter.
gonna leave it behind your wife.
No, and you're
then
dying
three
with your
kids.
daughter as well. That's a
You're dying with your daughter and you're leaving behind 3 kids.
yeah.
Before you
But
answer the question, remember the words of J. Cole. Love yours.
Yeah.
Shut up, Kylie.
Hey.
not as good advice.
No,
No.
I'm gonna take my life.
Wait, do you have to like live the way Kobe
You
lived?
live his life, fam. You live
Yeah,
his
pretty
life.
much.
You live his life exactly how it is.
Ah, no.
Go through the rape case, all that.
The rape case, only having a wife, working that.
Only having one wife.
What?
Working
Oh, well,
that
you know,
far.
Ali. They
No, I
supposed to
think
be
Kobe
having, like,
lived a
5 wives.
once in a lifetime life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool, but that's not the
but-
life for me.
Yeah,
I would want to live Kobe's life. Fuck that, bro. There's
Hey.
probably no better feeling in the entire world than fucking being one of the best players on the planet at whatever you do. Fuck that.
But you gotta. Okay.
I mean,
I
yeah,
feel
but I think it's
But what
actually
he did
pretty
it isn't
difficult.
easy, and you'd have to live through that.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, but the payoff is like
the payoff
one
is
of the
crazy.
best things. Yeah.
But
Well,
I feel like
exactly the payoff.
you know what I
have
think it
to
is.
Live his life accordingly as
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah,
So the shit that like the way that you're thinking about it, Froob, is like, oh, I have tons of millions and millions of dollars of money and I can do whatever the fuck you want. You're limited.
No, that's not even how I'm thinking about it at all.
I think it would have been a better question to be like, would you rather like be rich and like have like your wife, like I guess fulfill everything you want to do and die by
What
40?
I'm thinking about more is just like the competitive aspect of like, okay, like for example, like when fucking LeBron came back 1-3 against Golden State, and then he fucking said, "This is for you, Cleveland," or whatever, you know, like that. It was probably one of the greatest feelings that a human being could ever
okay.
feel
Let me ask you guys
on the planet.
to piggyback off what Froob is saying.
So
What has been the best moment of your life? Like the
Damn.
absolute peak of like euphoria for you.
I don't
guys.
think I've like. I can't really recall
No, just the
one.
best so far.
The best
So
so far.
far?
The most recent best.
Yeah, this nigga said I ain't even hit my peak yet. And nigga with a recent. The most recent or something in your life where you're just like, this is I've never been.
Oh, for
happy.
me, it's when I got my apprenticeship because I had to do mad. I had to like the process was crazy and it's something I've been trying to do for like the last 2 or 3 years. When I finally got in and found out that it was like 2,000 people that applied and only like 50 of us got in. I was one of the 50. I felt like I'm that nigga. You heard?
Yeah.
I think so far maybe when I graduated college.
Ah, yeah. See, that's good.
That's
a lot of people don't make it.
What about you, Ali?
How recent does it have to be?
Anytime, honestly. When
That
Brandon Ingram got announced All-Star game.
was a pretty good moment.
Nigga came.
I was on my knees crying.
This nigga Ali
Oh, on your
squirted.
knees period.
Facts. I don't know. You got to give me a second. Like, I feel like I've lived an overall good life. Because the question that you asked, I was actually thinking about this earlier when I was like driving on my way back home. Whereas, like, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about their childhood, right? And how their childhood wasn't, it was either average or to like below average. And I was like, and what they would go back to, what would they do if they could go back?
If you go back and change anything, you're gonna change your entire
The
life.
thing is, like, I don't know if I would change anything just
Yeah.
because the maturity that I feel like I've attained is only gained from all the shit that I did. Like,
Nigga,
whether
you
it was-
mature?
beat your ass. Whether it be like from like
you gonna eat
failing
his ass.
classes, like whether it be like failing classes or doing like, trying really hard at something, not getting there and then just getting rejected and all this other shit. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that.
Oh, I would have
Without the
definitely cheated more
Hey,
on my,
yo,
my
Ale,
test.
that might be the
No,
smartest
we're
thing you
not
ever
saying
said,
we're not
Ale.
saying going back and redoing. We're saying Arlene's basically saying the same thing I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the thing is, the
You-
way that
you
I was trying to
wouldn't change
combine it
shit.
quietly is like, I don't know what my high would be right now because I feel like in terms like overall, I've been at like a pretty good
He said
high.
he been at a good high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He never came down.
Well, that's
Like, I've had down moments,
he's
but
saying
I
it's
wouldn't
'cause
say
he
that
loves his life. He loves his own life. So it's just easy to think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the same way I feel. I wouldn't want to try. Like when you like the person you currently are, you feel like you happy about all the failures and shit because it made you who you are now.
But I think the
Yeah, if
question
you don't
was,
like yourself,
like I could go back and say, oh, I wish I would have paid attention to school more. But then if I would have paid attention to school more, would I have met the people that I met today or would I have the same interests? Because what I was in high school and junior high is nothing compared to what I am now.
I think his question though was like, what's your most euphoric moment?
But the thing is, like, I don't know if I could say that because there's a lot of moments where I would say that it was a relatively high, but y'all might not think it's a high, but
Well, I
felt
mean,
like
it's a
it was
high for
good.
you. Just
Not
give
for
us
you,
one.
yeah, for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's-
then the best thing that's probably happened to me most recently is the internship that I have right now.
Okay, that's cool. Cause you're in your field and shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm basically at a point where
You felt like, oh, go ahead.
I don't need to worry about the things that I was so fixated on when I was younger.
Right.
Like what?
Money, family, like happiness just for me in general. Like my family's always wanted me to do like well in school, get a good job. So, with this job, I feel like it's something to be proud of. Like, they can brag about their kid. That's a lot of, that's been, that's something that's always pushed me in life is, what my family thinks of me. So that's what I would say is my highest high right now.
So what do they think about you being gay?
I ain't told them that yet, bro. That might be like the second high when I'm finally out. Get me?
You gonna step up?
Yeah. So that's
okay. What about you, Brago? Was it like when you had like your kid, or like when you got married, or when BDA Law started popping?
Someone got an echo.
Not me.
It could be Matt.
Yeah, it sounded like Matt.
Get his bitch ass out of here.
My most euphoric moment, I would say, I don't know. I really.
How you gonna ask a fucking question?
No, because I have like a bunch of moments in my head, but I'm trying to.
Oh, just give us one.
Exactly.
Nah, because like
just throw a
even
random
for
one
me
out.
personally, like I can't think of like one time where I was like, this is like the peak of my like happiness or achievement.
Yeah, I don't think I'm at a peak.
Like,
yet.
I don't think I'm
Not
at
at
a
a
peak,
peak, but just a good.
but it's just like the time when you just like, I want to keep feeling like this.
Like I did it. Like I triumphed. Type
Yeah,
moment.
I got this spine, nigga.
Yeah.
That is true.
I think recently with my daughter, I was feeding her something, and I gave her, I think she had beans and then like chicken, and then I gave her the beans and she said no. Then I gave her the chicken and she was like, yeah, I'll eat that. Then I was like, what did you say? And I think it was just like,
Oh, nigga, you talking.
yeah, that's like the first like thing she
You been
said
playing me.
that was kind of like, what? And then her reaction was one that was like,
yeah, nigga. I'll
yeah,
take
I'm out
the chicken.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, she's tripping.
I was like, yeah, punk ass daddy. I
But,
said what I said.
that made me happy. That made me really happy. And then it was in the semifinal game for my son's like basketball league.
Damn, this nigga Brago's washed.
And he they were up one, right?
Yeah.
And the shot clock was winding down. Not the shot clock, the time clock. It was like 8 seconds left in the game. So the coach was like, hold the ball. He comes down and he like takes a 3 and got fouled and made it.
Oh damn.
4-point play.
Yeah, 4-point play. So, yeah, so I kind of went crazy.
Oh yeah, you was on the court like LeBron, like a
He probably was in that court acting
I was
ignorant.
wilding. Because, and the funny part was that like somebody from the other team, like one of their fathers was like, he ain't gonna make that. And like, and then he made it.
Yeah, look at the
I was like, nigga, what you say? What you say, nigga? This is what we do. My wife had something to calm down, but nah, that made me happy too. I guess I guess
nigga Brago took his shirt off.
I did take my jacket off.
Taking the shirt off at the kids'
Nah,
game is crazy.
but yeah, I was wilding at the kids game, but nah, that was
Got the fake
that
tattoo?
was. You said what? The fake
He was
tattoo was
pointing
showing.
at the fake tattoo.
Yeah, I was like, it's all there, bro. Fake, nigga. But nah, I think my happiness right now revolves around my kids. That's
Yeah,
like,
you watched. It's
yeah.
okay though. You're a dad. It's like
It's I don't know. It's sometimes it's hard to find I don't know, true happiness and just like things
I think
I'm
with-
doing.
I think with me sometimes it's a little bit. I don't know if I'm just simple, bro, but like when you just find a good fucking show and you like, damn, like good job, my nigga.
That makes me
Bro,
happy too,
what?
but I feel
Bro,
like.
that makes me happy as shit, boy.
But then when it's
Jesus
over, it's like
Christ.
a feeling of kind of emptiness.
You got a
like,
sad-ass
all right,
life.
now what's next? You know, like
Yeah.
so even
I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little
When you
sad.
go to the movies, but like when you go to the movies, bro, and you
You
just
watch a
like
good ass
damn,
movie and you're like, damn, like what's
damn,
going on in your life,
this is
Corey?
tight. Like,
I mean, yeah, I feel
I
like
love that
okay.
shit.
You know what makes me happy? Like a happy moment for me is like nobody's home, and
You throw that Pornhub up on the big team?
nah,
Nah,
and then I stumble upon like an anime or something that's really fucking good. I got my food of choice, my drink of choice.
Oh, that's lit right there.
and I'm
Bro,
leaning
yeah.
back, and I'm just chilling, bro. It's like
That's a wave.
I'm like, yo, I'm
big wave.
good.
And especially like I be feeling like that now.
And you don't got to
bro.
work the next day.
Yeah, bro.
Finding a new banging ass anime with the food of choice.
With
though,
the food
really
of choice,
is the way.
come on,
And
man.
nobody
That shit-
around.
And nobody around to bother
And
you,
nothing to do.
and nothing to do the next
It's
day.
over.
Come
Yeah,
on,
bro.
over.
Yeah.
come
It's
on.
a
yo.
wrap. Wrap it up.
Like,
dude.
yo, I'm like, what is life right now? I'm
Yeah,
fucking
no, that is a
chilling.
pretty euphoric moment,
Come
bro.
on, dog.
And then like once you're getting used to that show, and then like the intro come on, and the intro is banging.
Yo, I just realized how good FMAB's intros are.
Bro,
Like the
yeah, man.
openings.
Y'all niggas be sleep.
Oh my god, I was like, yo, it's truly goated, definitely goated. But
What
now,
about Froob?
let's talk about, you know.
Oh, fuck Froob, then
Oh shit, Froob said he didn't. Froob, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know, man. I don't
Froob,
have
you gotta
like.
give one. Froob, no, you gotta.
He said when he see a new video and he cue it up.
It's a lot of positivity going on.
Froob, I think I can relate to you, bro.
Froob,
When
no,
you see,
don't forget, Froob. You told me that you was also lit a few like last year or some shit before everything happened. So, you know,
Yo, I got
you got some.
Wait,
got some
what'd you
moments.
say, Quietly?
That you was pretty lit. You was hitting the gym. You was wilding out here. So I know you got to have some fucking good moments.
I mean, so like I don't know what Brago said, where he's like when he has like time to himself, like those are like his most euphoric moments.
Yeah.
My most euphoric moments are probably like, I don't know, like I'm like a super competitive person, so like all of my like happiest moments, I guess, are more like achievements or like personal achievements than anything. So like, I don't know, I guess one recently was hardcore fucked up like part of my early years of college, and then this last semester I got like a 3.5 GPA.
Oh yeah, that shit lit. When
Hey,
you get that
turn it
GPA
up.
back up, bro. No,
Turn it up.
Turn that shit up.
Good shit,
So
my
like
nigga.
that was really good, and then like I don't know, like other like fucking like I remember when I won my first Call of Duty tournament, I was like fucking screamed at the top of my lungs. That was the best feeling I ever felt.
So I guess for you, euphoria comes from just achievements.
Yeah, exactly. Like setting
Conquer-
goals and like
Yeah.
achieving.
I know my next
Conquering
like
that
big
shit.
euphoric moment is gonna be like when I get like this project done and like when I have like a big show again.
My next euphoric moment, I anticipate. I really don't know.
I can
think-
hold you.
I really don't know. I don't know.
About 2 weeks ago, when I stayed up all fucking day and I ended up having homework to do, and I had to be to school at fucking 7:30, and I started the homework at 4 and managed to finish it and everything, I felt like that nigga. Like it's just like, yo, I had so much work to do, and I fucking ended up. Well, I did everything completed, like did the most to it. Shit like that just make you feel like you know you the shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
those moments.
I feel
Yeah.
like we need moments like that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Just
you
to,
do.
like remind you, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You that nigga. Because sometimes I feel like life sometimes just beats you down.
Yeah, life will
like-
definitely tell you you're not that nigga.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
right.
Life will tell you that
Yeah.
shit over and over. So it's like when you can have moments where you can, you know, rise above the bullshit. That shit feel good.
Yeah, because like the thing is like sometimes I like think of myself very highly, but like when I'm not doing well, I'll think like, fuck, am I just like lying to myself? Am I just like some delusional idiot that like
Nah,
thinks that he's like fucking intelligent, but he's like actually just some dumbass or something like that?
nope.
And then when you actually prove it in school, it's like, fuck, like, okay, yeah, if I actually do well, then, or if I actually like put effort towards something, I can achieve it. So
That's all it is, bro.
I wanted to make a joke, but this is the first time Froob has like really been serious. So like I had to shit.
No, I
Is it
think,
going fast?
bro, what I've realized in life, you know, everything
gotta
that
do the
you,
work.
everything that you put effort, like a lot of effort into,
It
that
works
shit
out for
work
you.
out.
Yeah, it really does, man.
That
Yeah.
shit work
It just-
out,
People
bro.
just don't be willing. People just don't be.
You
Willing.
just don't want to
It's
put
like,
the effort in.
people will find out what they have to do to get somewhere,
And it's like, oh,
they don't want to do it. That's that because if you do it, you're gonna fucking succeed. It's literally
No.
that simple.
it's so wild. I think about everything that I've ever put like crazy effort into, and I've been successful at it.
Prostitution.
Okay, so this goes into
Even
the
that.
topic that we're talking about. Do y'all
Made
believe in the whole?
bands.
Do y'all believe in like the whole theory of putting 10,000 hours into something makes you a
You're a
master?
master. Yeah, I heard that. I mean, that could be true.
Yes.
That could be true.
You believe in that?
Repetition
Yes.
will make you.
Yes.
Repetition honestly will make you.
I
believe
think,
it to a
Ali, I
certain
think
extent.
10,000 hours in anything will make you a master. Granted, there are other people that could be
A different level of mastery.
No. I
Right.
know that some
Right.
people like it's just it's not a set time. You know, some people need it a little bit
yeah.
like longer.
Yeah.
But we're just saying if we were to average out something,
10,000 hours.
The average person can, if he puts 10,000 hours into something, that he's a master of that art.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yes. Because I don't think I've put 10,000 hours in anything yet.
Yeah, me neither. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I put
Probably
10,000
basketball.
10,000 hours?
From when you were younger to now?
Wait, how many days is 10,000 hours?
10,000 hours practicing instead of just playing basketball.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying, Corey?
If you don't,
the 10,000 hours is not just practicing. That's watching film.
No.
I'm talking about working on your game.
Legit
Working on your game.
Let's just say you know how to play the piano.
Yeah.
And from between now and the next like 3 years, you end up playing the piano, practicing for 10,000 hours. Bro, you're gonna be.
Yeah,
how many?
You're gonna be lit.
Put the calculator.
So Corey,
right now,
Corey, you think you like worked on shooting, dribbling?
Oh no.
All that 10,000 hours. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So imagine if you did.
Yeah, I worked a lot, but I don't think I got my. 10,000.
I'm not at 10,000 hours.
Yeah, I don't think I'm at my 10,000. I worked a lot, bro.
Yeah, so it's like that's the thing. Like if you put 10,000 hours into ball handling, come on, like that's just
okay. I guess maybe what Ali's trying to get at is
that's
like,
416 days if you were to spend every single hour of the day. So if
that's
we would
insane.
But
that's
if we were to make that like relatively, if we were to do that like relatively, like we could divide that by 2, so that's 12 hours of the day. That seems like more realistic, and that'd be double the time. So that'd be about 2 years and a half.
That bro, Ali, imagine you working on a basketball game for 2 years.
What does master
12
mean?
hours a day. For
You're a pro.
A master would mean that you are in the top 1% in that field.
I don't think. Okay, this is what.
Certain fields are different though.
I'll agree with
this is what I will say, bro. So I think everybody has like a cap on like certain things that they do. Like maybe your stats might be boosted in something else. I think the 10,000 hours might get you as closest to that cap, if not to that cap. But some people have higher ceilings than others.
Well, Corey, there's something
that I think
you don't
regardless
understand,
of like
Corey.
when you said what,
there's something you gotta understand. Plus Ultra.
Yeah.
This is how I feel about it. I think that
regardless of hold on one more second, Froob.
Yeah.
I think regardless of like how like if you put in your 10,000, you're gonna be way better than when you started, of course. But
well, no shit,
bro. The first
I'm not talking about being good though, Corey. I'm talking about being like top 1%
depending on like
in your field.
But Ali, here's the thing: most NBA players, right? Say NBA players,
right?
They would work on their game every day. It's typically like 2 hours a day.
2 hours, yeah.
Right?
NBA players?
NBA players. And they're not working on their game every day because you need to rest.
Okay.
If you put
2 hours.
I'm talking, you said 416 days.
But Brago,
that's if you work 24 hours.
I think that
a
like
day.
Studying tape and shit like that should count into the 10,000 hours personally.
No. But what if we say 10,000 hours in just shooting threes? 10,000 in just shooting threes. You're gonna be the best 3-point shooter in the planet.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that because then you need a lot more.
He's just saying like
I'm just saying.
Okay, Froob, the thing is you can count tape. But I feel like
because that's going towards your knowledge of like your craft.
It is.
Like, let's just say, like, if you put 10,000 hours during like videos, nigga, that's you writing scripts, nigga, that's you editing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not just one thing.
I feel like
you get better at basketball like by not just shooting or not dribbling. Sometimes like the best basketball workouts are like doing shit that don't have nothing to do with basketball.
But here's the thing: we're watching tape, right? You got to be okay. Are we in the NBA? Because what are you watching tape on? Like
you might be watching moves. Like, or like, it just depends. Like, I'm just like look for Kobe example.
Okay.
Mirrored like MJ's.
So 22 hours.
If you were to do it 2 hours a day, it would take
2
5,000 days, bro, and that's like 13 of your years.
I mean, of course you got to apply it, but I'm just saying, like overall, like if you like looking at tape and like applying it, and you like dissecting the tape, right? Like, I think that's the kind of
I think honestly, if we all right now, right, went and said, all right, for 2 hours a day, we're gonna work on our basketball game. I feel like in a year, everybody will be able to be like, I think at least high school level of play.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think so. You got to think, bro.
That's
I literally work
730
out,
hours.
I work out 2 hours a day, minimum 6 days a week, and I transform myself, and it took me less than a year. Like
that's what I'm saying. So if we do that for a year, come on.
If you do it for a whole year, it's like, I mean, right now I'm coming up on a whole year, but it's like I look like a completely different person. So,
but you got to apply yourself. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put the work in.
But and you also gotta work right, like because you could be working out hard but not even doing the right shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what the tape comes in for. Because when I be at work on my off time, I be watching fucking YouTube videos about how to do this and how to do that. So I guess
But I guess
what I would say is that I think that anyone can like become one of the best at whatever basically they want.
Put the work in.
But I think that like there's like a difference between like top 1% and top like 0.1%. I think like that gap is like actually fucking massive.
That's the master.
Well, here's the thing though, Froob, because they have certain people, right, that they just have an affinity for certain things, right? And if the person that has this the affinity for something and they work as hard as you, more than likely they're just gonna be better than you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. They're just like special people like that work hard and they're talented, and those people are the top 0.1%.
Okay, Brago. Okay, so this would be my question to you. So would you? I mean, of course, we'll probably consider this, but so in the case of what we're talking about, would you consider everybody else or everybody who made like in the NBA a master, or would you just call like the niggas, like say for instance in the Hall of Fame or like the Jordans or the LeBron?
I think everybody in the NBA is a master.
So there's
well, Ali, I don't know.
Because the NBA isn't 1%, Brago. The NBA is like 0.001%.
No, but okay, I hear you, but I feel like some people in the NBA, they're in the NBA because of some physical traits that I don't think they put a lot
niggas
of work.
Just 7'5" and like nobody can fuck with.
You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, do they get a multiplier because of height in the NBA? I guess
nobody can fuck with.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we give those guys like?
But we've seen like players in the NBA that specifically get to the NBA because of their height, Hashim Thabit, but because they're so fucking ass, they get out of the league in like a year or two. So I'm saying that anybody that's in the league, let's say, like,
but some of those guys in the league, they're not gonna be in the league next year.
Let's say like a 5-year threshold. Let's say a 5-year threshold. Everybody that's in the league for at least 5 years, I think, is a master of their craft.
It's so difficult
because if you get in the NBA purely off height, you will easily get exposed.
All right, let me ask you this: do you think
you will get exposed?
Do you think Austin Rivers is better than Tyreek Evans?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
because Tyreek is that nigga.
He's not, but Tyreek Evans is not in the league right now. So it's like
Tyreek is not in the league for because of basketball reasons, Brago.
Why is he not in the league?
Because he's not in the league because of drugs.
He got suspended.
Drugs ain't a big deal, bro.
No, Brago. He's been
like,
in. No,
but that's beside the point.
Brago. Yeah, something else is there. Yeah.
You're right.
Like what?
Who else? What about Drake Crossover?
Jay Crossover.
Jamal Crawford.
Do I think he's better than Austin Rivers?
He was just playing last year.
No.
Nah, I mean Jamal still got it.
I think Jamal is like game.
But he's definitely a master.
Jamal is that nigga.
He's a master.
Yeah, but he's been in the league for 5+ years. So what's like that? He meets the threshold.
No. What I'm saying is somebody that's out of the league right now, that they're a master or something, and they're not in the league.
Doesn't mean that you're not a master no more.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's true.
Like if you were to take an engineer that was retired for 5+ years or something, and you put him right back in, it would take him a second to get back in it. But because they had done the work previously, that doesn't mean they're not qualified anymore, bro.
Michael Jordan isn't in the league anymore, but I would consider him a master because like he put his time in, and like that nigga just retired now.
I mean, I think why I don't want to say everybody's a master in the league right now, because some people are in the league based on potential. Like they're not.
That's why we said 5 years.
So like the NBA is like A class, and then like the LeBrons and everybody else is S class. Got it.
S class demon.
I don't think. Okay, I feel like the way you're looking at master is that's the final tier.
Yeah, like I think it's a.
I don't believe a master is like
grandmasters.
Yeah.
What's the final tier?
Because the way that analogy works, where it's like if you put 10,000 hours into anything, you're a master. It says 10,000 hours to be a master. And I think they said something about like 50 to be like a grandmaster and 100 to basically be like a teacher of the craft.
Damn, that's crazy.
Then there are no real teachers.
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's a few teachers, I would say, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Like these are the super. These are the like high of the high. What's called Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Those guys.
Okay,
For real. Those guys definitely. It's just.
I would not be surprised one bit if they had 100+ hours, 100+ thousand hours into basketball. In terms of like studying the game,
with the NBA, including film and shit. Yeah, definitely.
Including film, working out, playing basketball,
100%,
all that shit.
That's why it's always crazy to me when people think they can beat an NBA player. Like,
bro, I thought it was crazy. This nigga Matt told me that like he was gonna practice before LA and he was gonna beat me at basketball, and I was like, nigga, what? I was like, bro, I don't care how much you practice, my nigga. Like, that's not enough time, like to catch me.
He'd have to put in at least 4 hours a day for a year.
Yeah, he was like, no, bro. No, I was like, no, bro. I don't care what you talking about.
And like this is but another thing though that on the flip side of all this that we're talking about, this might sound like a dumb example, but I think it's a good example. There are people that have been playing League of Legends for like 10 years for like 8+ hours a day that are ass at that game.
And that would be studying wrong.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because like there's like a mentality, I guess, that you have to know how to improve or to get better that I think you need on top of the hours that you put in.
With those situations themselves, I would have to you would have to ask that person specifically why they're playing. Like, are they trying to be a master of their art? Because
some people just do it just to do it.
Yeah, that's true. There's casual players that just like playing the game.
Players. There's some people that they play a shit ton one time and then they take a long ass break and they play another amount, like a shit ton another time. Where those like that 300 plus that 300 aren't the same as someone else's 600, where they've just consistently done 600.
But I think about it as well, because I think about people that's played like say 2K, the game, right? Some people play 2K just to play 2K, and they play a lot of 2K. But you have people that play 2K to get better and to be one of the best, where they're learning how to dribble, learning how to shoot, learning timing, learning defensive
exactly
schemes. Instead of somebody that's like, yo, I'm just trying to play NBA, like, black.
I'm gonna get fucking 4 of my boys, and
I'm just trying to play with my guys
10 hours.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Instead of somebody that's like, nah, I'm trying to be one of the best 2K players out there.
Yeah, that's like Fortnite in LA.
It's a mindset.
2017 LA.
Yeah.
Not only do you have to have the mind, not only do you have to have like the mindset and the wherewithal, but you also have to have like the right tools in front of you, which could be like physical prowess, the mental prowess, or like you just gotta apply yourself in the right ways, because you don't want to like just be doing the wrong shit. Like, say for instance, if I like spent the year doing it like trying to work out like quietly, but I was like tweaking my back or some shit, or if I wasn't like, you know what I mean, I could be spending all that time fucking my body up instead of like building my body.
My bitch. But I think here's the thing. Now with NBA players, I'll use them as an example. I think now players are being molded a lot earlier.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Almost
like from middle school.
It's almost easier to tell who's gonna make it to the NBA.
Coming out the womb being able to dribble.
Where it's more rare nowadays to have somebody come out of nowhere.
Or some Kyler Curry shit.
Recent person that I
some Chris Dunn shit or Chris
it's on some Kyler Curry. He was gripping the ball straight off the womb.
The person that I can think of like most recently was Ezekiel Ansah, and he came the first time they said he ever played football.
Oh, you're talking about the D end?
Yeah, the football player. He's the first time he ever played football was senior year of high school, and he was a top 5 draft pick in the NFL.
The thing is with the NFL, why it's so different than the NBA is that Ezekiel Ansah, like, he's a physical freak as far as just size.
He's super talented.
Yeah. So him, like, it's like D end was made for him. Like, he was born to be a D end.
Like, it's so many fucking positions.
It's so many different positions there. Like, if you
can specify, it's easier to learn one thing at a time and then just naturally grow.
Versus basketball, it's like
a lot of shit, because I know people
then it would be Joel Embiid.
I know a lot of people
learned basketball at 17 or something like that.
The thing is with basketball, like it's a crazy multiplier. Height is a crazy multiplier, right?
Yeah.
Where if you're tall and you have you can have less skills than somebody that's short, and they have more skills than you because you have height.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when Joel came out as a rookie, he'd only been playing so he was hurt for 2 years.
Yeah.
So you got to add 2 years onto however long. But I think he said he started playing basketball like junior year of high school. And
that's a lot of time, though.
That's so junior year, senior year, 2 years plus 1 year of college, 3, and then he got to sit out for 2.
5 years.
So he got 5 years of basketball.
And you're 7 feet.
but he arguably became a top 3 center as soon as he played.
I mean,
Bro.
I think for him, let's say he wasn't playing basketball, right? But he was like a dancer or some shit. So like, say he had like good footwork. So learning certain things
play,
for the
like,
center
soccer and
position,
shit.
it
Right.
came easy to him because of like things he's done in his life.
Yeah,
before.
because that's true. Like whoever you guys were just talking about, like I'm assuming they played other sports. They didn't just randomly.
Joel Embiid,
I'm sure he
right?
played soccer.
Joel?
I'm sure Joel.
No, like the football player that we were talking
Ezekiel
about.
Ansah?
Yeah, him too.
They saw him on the track field and they
Yeah,
told him-
exactly. Yeah, he
My
had to have
nigga
been
was
an
running
athlete.
track, and like
Yeah.
running is a big part of football.
And he's like what
If you
6'5", 6'6", something like
if
that.
you can
He's
run fast,
6'5",
you can hit
ran like
it,
a
you
4.5, 4.
That's and he's like over 250. Come on.
Bro, if you can run fast, all you gotta do is really just hit a nigga. Like,
I mean,
hey, you already did.
but, I
Like,
mean,
not
I
at the
think
highest level.
I
though,
think
Corey.
the taller you are is kind of like you have probably more potential. I mean, it's size, speed, strength. So if you're 6'5" and you can run a 4.3, like you can be an athlete somewhere.
but if I was like 6'4", bro, I would have been D1.
It's tough to say that sometimes because
Yeah, I know hella niggas at 6'1", 6'4", 6, and they play ball
ass.
too, and they regular.
it depends on like.
I'm
They
basing
regular.
off, like what
But
I've done,
Ali, yeah, not
what
Ali.
I've been given.
But Corey, sometimes, right? Because I've thought about this before. Sometimes when you're taller, you're more complacent.
Yeah,
So maybe if you're taller, you're not going to work as hard as you did. You're not going to have
Probably.
that scrappy mentality that you do.
probably.
You
You're
know
right
what I'm
about
saying?
that.
So that's the tough part. Was like if I was taller, because niggas say that all the time. Bro. Like,
I needed like an Anthony Davis like growth spurt in like over a summer and some shit.
the thing is, I mean, Anthony Davis, if he was, because more than likely, if he stayed his height, he wouldn't be in the NBA. Because
Probably not.
you know what
He'd
I'm
probably
saying?
be a regular guard.
Exactly. So it's like,
Really?
yeah, because he wasn't even ranked.
He was like 6'2", 6'3"?
6'1", 6'2", yeah.
But I feel like he's so like in terms of just ability.
He
But
wasn't
that's
ranked,
because he's
bro.
a big nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it
Okay,
looks.
if he
It looks
played
extra,
exactly-
he's a top 5. I would say he's a top 10 player, top 5 player in the
Yeah,
NBA specifically
right.
because of his height.
If
Right.
he-
But I
if
feel
he-
like if he would have gone only like so he went from like 6'1" to 6'8", right?
Mhm.
In 1 year.
Mhm.
If he would have go from like 6'1" to 6'3", which is a lot more reasonable growth in high school,
Yeah.
I feel like he still would have been in the NBA because
I don't
if
think
you look
so.
at his pure
it'd be
skill,
like,
if you
well-
look at his pure skill, he plays like the reason why it looks so amazing is because how big he is.
He's
Like
not
you're
an,
saying,
he's not
like-
an amazing
exactly.
playmaker.
He's not really skilled though.
Yeah, he's not an
like
amazing
he's
playmaker.
skilled for a big man. Like,
Yeah, but he
that's
okay.
the thing,
Look,
like,
he's not an amazing playmaker because he didn't have to do that anymore.
I would piggyback
But-
off of what Brago said. If Kyrie gained like if he grew 5 inches, like he would be one of the best players to ever play the game.
I mean, he kind of already is, but yeah,
I'm saying, well, like he would like definitely
he'd be top
like,
10.
He'd be top 2.
That's
two.
kind of crazy.
He'd be top 2, not 2, nigga.
But
Like
nah.
if Kyrie was like 6'8",
But here's the thing with Anthony Davis, right? Like if I'm a high school point guard, right, and I will go from 6'1" to 6'8",
you killing niggas.
automatically, I now have a lot more opportunities because now
it's not too many niggas that's bred in high school for
Right.
like being a D1 athlete. Most D1 athletes are like that big. Like they're picking all the D1 athletes from the high school pool.
Yeah.
So like it's
and
pretty
then
easy. Like, oh, this
AAU,
nigga's
they're already
6'8".
doing that shit. So if you find like a kid that was playing point guard and they grew to 6'8" and they still have their point guard skills,
And nobody can fuck
come
with
play
them?
for us. Then
Yeah.
it's like,
And you breaking down big niggas.
yeah.
They're like, nah, bro. Off the dribble and you can shoot.
Yeah, it's crazy now with like AAU. You start real young, and it's like these kids, they have so many things available to them. When
These
parents
niggas
are
are
throwing,
getting scouted at 7th grade, bro.
I mean, you go look at. I mean, LeBron's kid is a prime example. He's like the perfect example.
Yeah,
he
and like
did
LeBron's kid.
ESPN games at age freshman year. That's crazy.
They got more games than the fucking Wizards.
I'm kind of scared for him though because
Yeah.
I feel
If he
like
don't be that
You got
great,
big shoes.
he has a lot to live up to.
A
bro.
shit ton of expectations,
A
but the thing
lot
is,
to live up
like,
to.
hey, Sharif is looking alright.
Wait, Shaq's son?
Yeah, he alright.
I know he had that heart condition. That's why I worry
He's
about him.
okay. He's a highlight guy, right? Where when you see him on highlights, you're like, dog, he should be nice.
Mhm.
But when I've seen
Is
him
he
playing
nice?
games,
He's not as impactful.
no.
Okay.
No,
fair
and I
enough.
think in UCLA, that's why he's leaving them because he wasn't playing a lot. You know, and of course he's coming off the heart surgery and all that, so he's trying to get back. But I'm scared that he will never live up to the hype of his name.
Yeah.
Where he has like the size, the skills, and all that, but it's just he's not putting it all together yet. You know,
I feel that.
It's like 6'9", over 200 pounds, got bounce, can dribble, can shoot.
Well, the thing is, like in his situation specifically, he always has like something to fall back to. Where if it's someone else that had like, say, someone else that's built just like him, but doesn't come from like as a fortunate family,
Come from Jack.
they gonna definitely be working way harder because the way that Sharif's mind works, like I feel, and I don't know exactly, is like, oh, I'm playing basketball because my dad was something like, play basketball. So he, I kind of am picking up his things, and I can be really good because he was really good. But if I don't need to be one of the best because I can always fall back into something. Whereas if it was someone like, that really didn't have much growing up, and he has more to lose. Yeah, he has more to lose. Like, the kid that didn't grow up with nothing, he has more to lose. If he doesn't make in his mind, maybe he's feeling like if I can't make the NBA, this is one of my only shots to make.
My family
big.
can't eat. Type shit.
Exactly.
Well, I go back to where I think he's still recovering because he took a long time off from playing.
Yeah, that's a heart surgery.
You know what I'm saying? So it's It's like basketball is not something where you can just jump right back into it normally.
At all.
It takes a while to get back to seeing the game the way you want to, reacting,
playing the game, getting your rhythm
your
back.
shooting touch, because that goes away.
Like your handles,
so it's like you take a long layoff and then you try to recover from like a heart surgery. I'm sure his body feels different.
Yeah, and then he got to get his conditioning right.
It's like a lot to bounce back from, and I think for him, he's probably with UCLA. I think he averaged like 2 points and 2 rebounds. Played just like he didn't play that many minutes, but it's going to take some time. And for him, I wonder if he has the motivation to come all the way back because he's good for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now what's your motivation for playing ball? Is it you? Yeah. Is it for your dad? Do you really want to be great? Because you've had the best everything since you were a child. So, and you have the height. So it's kind of inevitable with you going to college. But now to get to the NBA, what's next? I think somebody that's showing that if you give them time, they can blossom is Lamellar Ball.
Yeah, that nigga's gonna be cold.
When he was younger, everybody was killing him like, yo, this dude's a knucklehead. He just takes stupid shots.
Now he's gonna be the best brother. It's looking like.
More than likely, how it seems, unless Lonzo puts it together somehow.
I mean, if Lonzo keeps playing like the way he did like a couple games back.
Yeah. Lonzo had some amazing games back like a couple games ago. But I mean, LaMelo.
I think LaMelo's gonna have like a better rookie year.
It depends where he goes, honestly, and because I feel like he could either be really good or really bad, just based on how his skills right now. Because he's still kind of small size wise. I mean, he's like 6'10" or some shit like that. But he has the dribbling skills. He can shoot. So if he, I think somebody else that came out of nowhere, well, relatively, is like Ja Morant, where he went to Murray State.
Yeah. And
then the second year where he took his team, people just saw just how amazing he is. Where it's like, bro, it's not that many short things. There are a few short things like LeBron and Kobe and people like that. But for somebody to go into college, they didn't get recruited highly. I mean, they went to Murray State, and then it took like over a year of college into their second year to actually get recognized from the NBA. It's like, you never know how somebody's going to progress. Like somebody I thought it was going to be really good was Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I thought he came in, did all right, but then he just peaked at like 16 points a game or something like that. And then, what's his name? I thought Wiggins would be better than he is right now.
Oh, bro, I just knew Wiggy was going to be hard, bro.
Yeah, and then, what was Jabari Parker? I thought he'd be really good.
I mean, everybody looks at that class and they just... That class was so stacked if you just look at it.
Yeah, it was really...
Like Jabari, Aaron Gordon, Noah Vonleh, Marcus Smart, Julius Randle. That class was so fucking stacked.
Julius Randle.
I would say the best people are like Julius Randle and Marcus Smart. And
Joel Embiid was in that class.
Oh, okay.
Embiid was number 2. Number
Embiid
3
was 3.
Yeah,
who was number 1?
Andrew, Jabari Parker, and then Embiid went 3.
Oh, that's
and then 4 went Aaron Gordon.
Dante Exum.
I know Dante Exum.
I knew he wasn't going to be good.
Dante Exum so ass.
I was like, what? I didn't understand what people were seeing. I was like, Dante Exum? I'm like, are people seeing the same shit? Like, he didn't look super athletic. His shot wasn't crazy. And I'm like, I don't know. Marcus Smart, he was never an offensive player at Oklahoma State. So it was just like, I didn't know what he was going to be. He had a lot of potential, but, you know, one of the best defensive players in the league. So I guess it's fine.
He's a great role player.
Niggas used to always hype him up in high school. That's all I used to hear with my AAU team because, you know, he's from Texas.
Because remember, people like that, because he had like he's had the same body since high school, pretty much.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're that big and physical, bro, listen, like high school niggas ain't fucking with you. But once you get to the NBA and college, it's kind of different. Even in college, he was all right. But in the NBA,
you know who was a bust in college? Who was like a big Texas prospect? LeBron Nash.
Brian Nash.
Yeah, bro.
The name sounds familiar. I can't.
He's like how he was looking in high school. He looks like what Zion
I know you're talking
is.
about now.
Yeah, like that nigga's supposed to be like that next nigga. It was like LeBron Nash and Marcus Smart, and like LeBron Nash got the college.
I mean, there's like, if you go look back at every draft, you can name, like, you look at like the entire first round, and about like 25 of them 30 picks is like,
remember James Young?
I don't even know who that is.
Left-handed
Boston Celtics from Kentucky. Yeah.
Thought he was gonna be good.
He had one good game.
Rodney Hood, I think he rounded out. Right?
Remember Greg Oden?
Scad Labissiere, he was like the number ranked high school player coming out.
I think
the other dude on Sacramento too.
Listen, what's his name? Somebody that was really hyped up that I thought would be
Jimmy
a top 5 player.
Johnny Flynn?
Not Johnny. OJ Mayo.
OJ Mayo was that nigga.
He was nice.
For when
a year.
He had a year.
He had the rookie year.
Yeah, like, bro, that was my favorite year.
Yeah.
It was like
18 points per game or something like that. Yeah, literally 18 points per game. And that was his best year.
Yeah,
I think for him, it came down to literally complacency. I feel like when OJ Mayo got to the league, because he's been fucking since middle school, he's been recruited.
He's been that nigga.
Right? And I think after he got to the league averaging 18 points, he's like, shit, that's all I had to do? I'm good then. Because he got progressively worse every year after that.
Yeah, I was so excited when that nigga got traded to the Mavericks. I was like, yes. And then that nigga pooped it up. They got rid of that nigga the next year.
He didn't even have a terrible year with them, though.
He didn't, but they was trying to play through that nigga. That's what was like. Yeah, like cool. He would have been a great role, like coming, like kind of how Tim Hardaway Jr. is, like coming out the bench, like you get your little 15, knock a couple threes down, play a little defense, you straight. Like they was trying to play through him, bro.
I think depending on how OJ Mayo bounces back, he could be a really good role player.
Is he trying to come back?
He's also the drug issue.
Yeah, for the drug thing.
Drugs.
He's playing in Taiwan right now.
Yo, by the way, I gotta go.
Basketball too long, bro.
I gotta go. I gotta go to sleep soon. So if there's any more topics that you want to cover before I hit the deck, then
there's a big topic.
Oh, okay. Wait, go ahead, Ali. Go ahead.
I'm talking about the same one that we was talking about earlier.
We never got to it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Set it up, bro.
I mean, you the one that kind of like brought the attention to me.
Do you want me to set it up? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, go ahead, Froob.
All right. So basically, with the passing of fucking Kobe Bryant, we saw some shit on Twitter that fucking everyone knew what was going to happen, you know, from all the fucking Twitter feminists. It was like, you know, we can't ignore the fact that Kobe was a rapist, blah, 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 blah. And we all knew that type of shit was going to happen because we've seen those type of people do shit like that before. Mm-hmm. But this time it hit a little bit different because Kobe Bryant, being the figure he was and what he meant to some type of people, it was a little bit different. And on top of that, fucking one of our...
BMC.
Yeah, one of our friends, I guess you could say, I don't know, our acquaintances, can put that shit out there, and he put a shitty take about how we can't ignore the fact that Kobe was a rapist within, like, I don't know, probably a day of his passing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I would say about that is, I think I don't even like know him like that, so I can't I'm not gonna attack him. But that was a trash ass tweet. And well, for one, like we don't know what that nigga did or what he didn't do, and like even like following the details of the case, it was like it wasn't consistent with that girl being raped. You know, I never want to quiet the voice of like someone who's like going through something, but like, you know, we also live in a society where a lot of like men get falsely accused, especially like black men, like of like crimes like that, and it's just like kind of trash just to see like people just jump on like on one side without even like, you know, not even being there, just like, yeah, he definitely raped that girl, and it's like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
It's because she said it.
I 100% agree with that. I think that the take was just the timing of it was horrible, and I think the wording of it was just terrible.
God awful.
To say, you know, he did that without you really knowing whether it's like it's just like use the word allegedly if you're gonna be, you know, if you're gonna do something. I think you should just do it the right way. So
but then again, why are you bringing up an alleged case on someone's birth?
I'm just saying. That's the next thing I was going to get to is just the wanting to having that be like what you want to make known. I don't think it was going to stop anybody. Like, I don't see the purpose of it because people weren't going to not mourn. It's like you were saying that in contrary to everybody mourning or the post of people celebrating his life saying, I just want everybody to know that I like, you know, he didn't, I just feel like the way you word something matters. He should have said, I think he did that. Like, you know, he just a generalization of the statement saying he did it. And, you know, I just want everybody to know about that today. That's just what I want everybody to be aware of. And it's like, people are aware of the case that happened before. People are still going to mourn. People going to still celebrate his life. It doesn't affect it. It doesn't do anything because it wasn't a cut and dry. Yes, he did case. It wasn't
like she literally had multiple semen profiles in her underwear.
Definitely, he did this kind of thing. So I don't know. That's where it gets weird because the thing is, I feel like it does happen both ways. I feel like sometimes men in power do these things and get away with it. And I feel like also men in power do get accused of these things purposely because let's not act like it doesn't come with a check. Like money is a big enough motivation for people to do some of the worst crimes possible. People will kill for money. People will lie and steal for money. So of course, you a girl, you might not have much going for yourself, or maybe you even do, and you get yourself in a situation with a guy who has this much money and you can throw accusation out there. The case gets settled. You get money. And this is not. We're not talking little, you know, dollars.
We talking about millions.
It might not even be millions if it was like a settled out of court. Even if it's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like oh, why would somebody do this? That's a lot of money. Shit, to lie and say somebody did something to you when they didn't. You get a few $100,000 or. Even if it's less than that, you get some. It's not like you do it and you don't get anything out of it because you do.
I think
you got to be careful with the way you. use words. It should be allegedly,
I would say,
and it should be. I feel like he did this, and I want I want people to know that.
I mean, to me, it kind of like shows what kind of like. I don't want to say what kind of person you are because that sounds so cliche and dumb. But what I'm trying to get at is like. I think when most people saw that Kobe died, especially in the fashion that he did, they think like, "Oh shit! Like one of my childhood idols just fucking died. I can't believe that." Or, "Oh shit! One of the fucking greatest players of all time died. I can't believe that." Or, "Oh shit! Fucking he died with his daughter. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen." Or, "Oh shit! I can't believe I don't know what his family is gonna do after he died." You know, things like that. Not like, how is one of the first things that comes to your head like? I don't want any of you guys to forget during this time that he raped a girl.
It's the what is it called? The court of public opinion, which I hate. That's why when that news broke that happened, I literally just left Twitter for like a day or two because I just hate the way people get. And it's like people, if somebody's accused of something, that's all people run with. It's like once you condemned by the people or certain people, there's no, that's all they're just gonna go with. And honestly, I just think that it's a bad move to try to push an agenda on the heels of someone's death. That's just not a good thing to do.
Let's just say
on the heels of someone's death, you decide to use that as a stand to push your agenda. I don't agree with that. But
just say if he didn't rape the girl, right? And like let's just say he did something else that like niggas just was like, yeah, this is definitely not okay. Like just because that person made a mistake. Not saying that like rape is something that's just like, oh yeah, I made a mistake. But just because a person does something bad in their life, that doesn't mean that people can't mourn for them or people can't care about them, especially like something that happened, like 15, however long ago, and I guess I didn't like that the fact that, sometimes I just don't, I don't know anything about him, so I can't really speak on him as a person, but I just see tweets sometimes and it just seems like he's just anti-male. And it confuses me because it's like, okay, bro, like I'm not saying you have to side with men because you're a man, but as a man, you should you have a better insight than anybody that, hey, like niggas sometimes just get accused of shit. And like not all niggas are bad. Like especially like if you're a man, like and you don't deem yourself to be one of those men, like you know what I mean, you should be kind of thinking like that. And I just don't understand. It's like he's coming from like he doesn't see that. I don't know. And what makes it like a little more scarier for me is that he is an educator.
What also puzzled me though was the part about the survivors not they should always be heard. Nobody should ever quiet their voice. Now I agree with that.
Yeah.
But my thing was, did the lady like come out and say anything and people tried to what was the reason for that part? Because unless she came out and tried to say something about it and people tried to shut her up, I don't understand the part about the survivors. I don't understand throwing that in there with that.
Yeah.
Because it's a weird thing because it's like that's something I also agree with. I think if something happened to somebody, they should be able to speak on it. But if she wasn't speaking on it, then there aren't survivors. This was one person. This is their experience.
Yeah.
This is their this is their thing.
He said multiple. I
don't understand. One thing. That's what kind of just I just didn't understand that. Like I don't understand throwing that in there, like throwing that sentiment in there because that's like a true thing. Yeah, if something happened to somebody, whenever they feel they want to speak about it, they should be able to. And you can't tell somebody not to speak on something because you don't feel it's the right time or this, that, and the third. I completely agree with that. But it's like, I didn't see, that's what I'm saying.
We didn't see her.
I did not see this lady come out and say anything about that. And if that happened, then that's a different story. But I didn't see that. I didn't see that anywhere. So, and if that did not happen, then throwing that sentiment in there it just makes everything just ridiculous.
It makes me think deeper and and not even like to say this in a bad way or whatever, but I don't really know any way how to say it, but like it makes me think like, did something happen to him or somebody that he cared about, and nobody believed
But even if that's the case, it's just different. It's a different situation,
right? But I'm saying that's the only way that I could wrap my head around him doing that.
I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, I think it's just corniness all around because even after that tweet happened and Brago quote tweeted it and kind of said yo, this is so out of line. What the fuck is this? He got a bunch of people commented on it, blah 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 blah, and then he started being talking about how people were being homophobic and shit like that. And I didn't even see anything in his comment section or reply section that was anything.
I mean, he could have gotten DMs.
Homophobic.
I don't think that the Kobe tweet had anything to do with anything homophobic. I don't understand why somebody would do that. Why would you relate why would you attack him personally?
Yeah, but what I was trying to get at was it seemed like he was trying to play the victim card, because after he said that dumb shit, he wanted to be oh, now people are just being homophobic or whatever, when I don't even know if that was nearly the case at all, just to kind of deflect.
I mean, maybe like I said, maybe maybe people threw slurs at him in DMs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's possible.
Which is corny. People just use whatever they can to try to attack you. That's also trash.
Which isn't right either.
They're going to use whatever they can. But yeah, that's just, I feel like those are two completely different things. That's just people being petty. They're going to use whatever they can. Somebody was hurt.
People was probably already fed up with him anyway.
But also, I just think that take to do that like that was just, it's just I don't know.
It wasn't classy,
it's bro. It's because it's
it was classless. It's very classless. I think there are ways to do it. Even if you feel like you want to get a message of that out there, you could word it in a different way. You worded it in a matter-of-fact way. You worded it if you had some inside information nobody else had. Like I said, if you go through the facts of the case, you can come to a very different conclusion. But even still, I think respecting the people around you, I think, is something that we try to practice. Where sometimes there's something I don't, that somebody from the LGBTQ they say, and I'm like, this is stupid. I don't agree with this. This is fucking retarded. But I'm like, you know what? Out of respect for people that I know that are,
in that community.
Yeah, in that community, I'm like, I'm not even gonna touch it. It is what it is. Sometimes it's better not to say anything. So for you, especially with after interacting with me about doing something for Kobe and then tweeting that, I'm like, why would you even tweet this? And then it's like nobody's saying that victims should not have the right to say anything, but we've seen this story before, and this happened to Chris Brown, where like they accuse him of all this rape.
But
shit.
What the thing is, was the victim even saying anything? That's the shit that's still blowing my mind. With
no, I don't think she said anything. I think people were just saying like, this is about Kobe. Let's celebrate Kobe's life. And for some people, they feel like when you die, everyone should know about all the negative
everything, all your dirt.
You know what's funny? I had a conversation.
Weird. Like, why do you think like that?
I had a conversation. I think this is years ago. This is when I became way more forgiving of people in general and empathetic to people. I was talking to my grandmother about somebody doing the craziest thing, and she stopped me and she looked at me and she asked me, "Can you tell me right now in your life that there's nothing that you've done that you regret, that you wish you could have taken back?" And I just looked at her and I was like, damn, there's a lot of shit that I really regret doing that I wish I wouldn't take back. And it's like, have some kind of compassion for people. Not saying just to excuse whatever he did, but it's like, it basically made me feel like, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge certain things? Who am I to do that? And it's just like, when you take this grandstand, and I hate the notion of, because I'm new to social media. So I hate the notion of this is social media, so you should be able to. So no, not even the cancel culture. This is social media, so you should be able to say whatever you want because this is your page. I don't like that because saying things come with consequences. I think that I'm just so used to living in the real world where if you say something, it's there's consequences to that. And then on top of that notion, I hate when people say that they tweet things out because this is how they're feeling, but then you don't want any backlash or any interaction when you put it on a public forum for people to hear you and respond to what you're saying. That's what Twitter is for. It's like, if that's the case, you would have no followers or no following. If you would just keep things in your head. When you put stuff out into the world, you make it become real.
It's gonna come back.
It's not even about stuff coming back. I just don't understand when people say, well, I just wanted to put this out there because this is how I was feeling. I don't like, I'm getting this kind of, I'm getting negative or positivity from it. You have to understand that comes with it. No matter what you tweet out, that is a part of it because you're putting it out to everybody for them to respond. I don't understand how that got misconstrued to where this is my Twitter. I can say what I want. It's just like, yeah, you can, but
niggas got Twitter too.
I can just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. I can go out and buy 2 pints of Hennessy right now and drive. I could literally do that. It's legal for me to actually do that, not to drive part, but it's legal for me to go buy some Hennessy and I can do that and just drink. That doesn't mean I should do it just because I can do it. And it's like, I just don't understand that part of you expressing your own opinion or what you think in a public forum like that and thinking nobody's going to say anything. I just hate when people do that just in general. Mind your business. I'm not talking to you. How can I possibly mind? You just made, this is my business now.
You just made it my business.
I'm on Twitter. You're on Twitter. Anything anybody says on Twitter is my business because we're all on here together. Like, yeah. I just hate that notion of, that's just a tangent of just social media. I just hate when people do that. This is my platform. It's a Twitter. It's not nasty. A platform. Like everything's now a platform. For it's like YouTube is my platform. Twitter is my platform. These are like what? It's like, come on, bro. I don't know.
I'm gonna trash you on your platform, nigga. I think it was just in bad taste, and I was really disappointed that he did that because I remember I forgot somebody's like, BMC going to attack Kobe. And I was like, nah, he not going. Like, we about to do a tribute. He's not going to do that shit. And then to see that tweet, I was like, what? And I thought about not responding and just, like, blocking him and moving on. I was like, nah, this nigga going to know how I feel about this. And I was like, I just said what I had to say, then I blocked him. I didn't even want to hear his response.
I think the only person that would have the right to tweet out what he did, and this is just my opinion, is the alleged victim. I think that is the only person who actually has the right to do something like that.
Facts.
That's the only person I feel who has the right to. And if you're not that person, no, you can't tell somebody else's story for them. You just can't do it.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I don't even know who the victim is, but does she bring this shit up all the time?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Listen, I don't know. I've
That's what
heard
I'm asking.
fucking 100 different. I don't know anything about this case whatsoever. I've heard that she said that it was a lie. I'm sure that might not be true. I mean, I don't know. I've heard a bunch of shit, so I don't know anything about it.
I think hopefully, one day she come out and she say something about it. And just, dispel all that shit.
But she probably can't say nothing about it because she got paid in a civil suit.
Yeah, she probably can't say nothing. So
and they probably had an agreement.
It's crazy. Stuff like that is just ridiculous with stuff like that, because it's like, the situation with Emmett Till, where, he allegedly whistled at a white woman, and then he ended up being beaten, killed savagely. On this white lady's deathbed, she admitted that never happened. Like, that he actually didn't whistle at her. And she got this man killed. But she got to live to be 80 or 70 or 90 or something. I can't remember her exact age, but she died in the hospital bed. And he was hung, beaten, dragged through town through a pickup truck. And it was a lie. You cannot act like these things. And look, she lied she didn't get any. There was no gain in that for her. She just got somebody killed. You cannot act like people won't lie to get money. It's a big check. It's just you can't act like that shit won't happen. It does happen.
Yeah,
but I've never heard of any woman
such a concrete stand and say he 100% did this. I know this for a fact, and I want everybody else to know that he did this.
I've never heard
bro. That's the only thing that really rubs me the wrong way, because I just hate when people do stuff like that, because it's like you don't even know if he really did that or not. You don't even know.
Yeah, I've never heard of anybody getting raped and then having sex with somebody else 24 hours.
We can't talk about the behavior of somebody after they got raped, because it could be so sporadic, or you never know what's going through people's minds. But it's just the thing of, you don't know for sure, and you're literally condemning somebody. I believe everybody's voice is equally as powerful, and you using your voice to say some shit that's not true. It's like you don't know. You just grandstand it like that, and you could be wrong.
Yep.
That's the thing that I just don't like.
You could be very wrong. And then all you're going to say was my bad, but you didn't.
Yeah, that's it. All people do is my bad. My bad. Just condemn the dead man.
Or they don't say nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Most of the time they don't even say anything.
They don't say nothing. So it's
then what makes it even worse for me, I'm just somebody who, when I talk to people, I usually overspeak, because I feel like if you understand what I'm saying, it makes, we have a better connection or understanding. When if I say something, you kind of get why I'm saying it. Mm-hmm. You tweet something out like that, then there's no explanation. Some of the people in the comments were asking legitimate questions.
They're like, why you think that? Nothing,
nobody got a response. The only people that got a response were people who were coming positive things or stuff like that. These are the only responses, but you're not responding to any of the people with actual questions. Like, why do you think this?
I mean, the thing is, it's a lot easier to just make a statement without having, true facts to back up your thing.
That's also terrible. Because then it makes
that's why I'm not defending his take at all.
It makes it look like you don't know what you're speaking about if you can't explain why.
Why you feel the way you do? Or why you,
I mean, the reason why he can't explain it is because he has no evidence to prove what he's trying to say. And I know for a fact that he didn't do his research on the case at all, because he wouldn't be saying what he's saying right now.
And
that's how I know what the fuck.
Odd based on how he comes at people all the time.
Especially since we know what BMC is. His name is Laxwell. He has the word scholar in his Twitter handle, in his YouTube channel. You would think that someone like this would do his due diligence to look at the fucking facts and do the research before he says something wild, especially on someone's. It just makes whatever the fuck he said earlier it makes it seem so disingenuous, because the shit that he's saying now is like, oh, so this, you wanted to say this right here. And the reason why you said what you said earlier was to brace the impact of not getting as much backlash of what you should have gotten. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nasty. Like I said, it's all nasty. It was in bad taste, classless. And then I'm just speaking about this situation. I don't want to talk about other situations with BMC, but this situation, it's just I was really disappointed that he would do something like that, especially like on the next day after Kobe Bryant passes, and then what's also really frustrating is that I'm not sure if has he tweeted anything else about Kobe, because if you're gonna trash him like that, and that was the first thing that you felt like you had to do after Kobe Bryant's death. You know, you had your tweet about how you were shook, all that, whatever. But then, did you tweet about how Kobe's impact on the women's game, like how he's working with NBA players, how he's working with Shorty that tore her Achilles in the WNBA and trying to help her get back because he tore his Achilles as well. The book he wrote for his daughters, his partnership with Serena, with Naomi Osaka. Did you tweet any of that shit with Kobe Bryant? None of that shit, right? Everything was just, but the rape case, that shit is front and center. So that shit is so fucking whack to me.
That is such a good point.
Bro, Kobe Bryant has been an advocate for the women's game ever since he retired, especially with his daughter playing WNBA basketball. But none of that shit is mentioned at all. None of that. Just about the fact that he raped this woman, and you said it with so much certainty that he raped this woman. And it's like, bro, if you just go back a year of the shit Kobe Bryant has done with like just women in general, it's just so fucking insane that that's the first thing that you highlight.
The thing is, like, I'm pretty sure that Kobe has been to more WNBA games than he has been to NBA games since his retirement.
Bro, 100%.
Like, he's been supporting the WNBA way more than the NBA, if anything.
Bro, like, I just think, I understand with the whole, rapists and victims and all that, but I think with Kobe Bryant, and we don't know if he did it or not, the facts of the case, you can look at it, come to your own conclusion. But I think based on how this man has been past that incident, and especially post-retirement and everything he's done, not only for the WNBA, but for women in general, it's like you overlook all of that and like I said, I don't know if he's tweeted anything else since then, but like no acknowledgement of some of the positive things he's done, and like even in some of the interviews he's talking about like his daughter and like how he wants to push forward the women's game, and like with people interviewing him, and they're like, yo, specifically somebody said, we need more people like you to push forward the women's game, and he was just like, yo, we'll get there. We're just gonna keep working hard to like make sure people understand that women can make crossovers just as good as men, jump shots just as good as men, all that shit, but none of that is being highlighted and talked about on his Twitter. And that's what was so disappointing, because it's a lot of NBA players out here that's trash. I feel like Kobe Bryant was like one of the people that was really trying to,
more than just an NBA player.
Yeah. Like it was just like an aura about him that he was really trying to push forward, like women can fucking do it too. Like, period. And like you said, the whole reason why wrote a book. One of the reasons why he wrote a book, the main reason was to kind of get away from the damsel in distress stories, where it's like a woman, she wakes up, a prince and all that shit. He wrote a book to read to his daughters, to tell them that they can do whatever they want to do, especially if they're athletes. So it's just nasty. I hope BMC thinks about the shit he said and really comes back and views it and see how nasty it was. I doubt he will, because you're saying he doubled down, Froob, on the shit he said.
Well, I don't think.
I mean, he literally has a thread on that tweet. I'm looking at it now, where he's like not doubling down. He's like quadrupling down. He's tripling down. He's doing that. He's doing the most.
Quadrupling down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really can't. And that's not
Well,
like
this
I
is
can't
what I
believe
think
it,
happens
but
when you have he's open. Like, my thing is, I still follow him. I'm gonna follow him because I'm gonna condemn the thoughts, not the person. Like I said earlier, I'm just not into just condemning somebody altogether. But when you push, or you have an agenda that you want to push to this degree, you literally become blind and deaf to anything that could potentially be against his agenda.
Look at
For
this.
me,
it's so pernicious, though.
For me, the best thing for me throughout my adult life has been interacting with people who are different from me, listening, watching other people who are different from me. It just makes you a better, fuller person. But when you push an agenda in that kind of way, you will never learn anything from anybody else, because you're only focused on your point, what I want to say, what I have to get across. I want this to be known. you just, but and to be like that, you block everything else out, and I think that it's a detriment to any agenda that you're trying to push, because when you come at people like that, nobody wants to hear you. Like I'm big into fitness. I would never go up to somebody and just say, you fat as fuck. How about you just stop eating this bullshit, get your shit together, blah blah blah. Immediately, they're not gonna want to listen to me. They're not gonna want to hear me. I could be right. It doesn't matter. The approach for that was just horrible. It was a terrible approach. After people read that first sentence, anything you're saying after that, you've already shut them down. Now, if you were really trying to push an agenda the right way that I feel, or you had a point to get across, you want to bring people in so that people are actually listening to you. You immediately shut people down. And now nobody wants. Now basically, all you're doing is screaming into a void. Your white noise. You have to that approach. That's not a good approach.
But then partly, I would say this, right? About not condemning a person and condemning their thoughts. Unfollowing and blocking BMC is condemning not him but his thoughts, because that's what his Twitter is.
Yeah, I think that's condemning. I think that's condemning the thoughts, because you don't want to see.
I don't want to see.
Yeah, you don't want to see stuff like that.
I don't want to see.
I feel like that's a completely logical thing to do as a choice, because
I didn't block him because I have a very strong moral stance against blocking people, but I unfollowed him.
Yeah.
Wait. So you blocked Master J a while back.
Master J is the only person I've ever blocked on Twitter.
Yo, Master J is fucking hilarious.
Bro, I was just about to say, didn't this nigga block Master J?
Nah, Master J is the only person that's ever gotten me angry enough to block them. Other than that, I'll never block anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I blocked him because I just didn't want to see anything. Because a lot of people that I follow him too.
And
so
infuriate you, then I would definitely not follow it too. But I look at it. It's like there's a certain level of respect that I had, but when I feel like you're trying to push an agenda to the point, like I said, where you're blind and the only thing that you see or care about is this agenda, a lot of the things you say there on fourth, I'm not going to take it nowhere near as seriously, because it doesn't make you look that good when you do something like that. In general, any point you would have to say, it's you leaving people to question what kind of research did you do? Like, did you put it's just like, I don't know.
I remember there was a stream with Dustin.
That topic was just too much for me. That was just too much.
It was him, Dustin. I think it was like an engine. Where Dustin said he doesn't agree with his lifestyle.
It was an engine too.
Yeah, was it engine too?
Yeah.
And then BMC said that him and Dustin was like, "Can we still be friends?" He was like, "Nah, we can't be friends because you don't agree with my lifestyle." And Dustin said, "Yo, just because I don't agree with your lifestyle means you can't be friends." He's like, "I don't hate you as a person, but I just don't think believe in being gay or being bi, whatever." And he was like, "Nah, I mean, I don't know how we can be friends if you don't agree with that." And I feel like,
well, it doesn't. But that's a shame, because the wording was probably just wrong. Because it's probably that Dustin, it's not that he doesn't agree. Because the thing is, who are we to? I'm pretty sure Dustin feels the same way about it that I do. Mm-hmm. We're nobody. Whether we agree with how you live or not doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure that he can accept. Pretty sure Dustin. I mean, I haven't spoken to him, but I'm pretty sure he can accept somebody being gay. He can.
Yeah. He said that. He said it's not like it doesn't. He said it doesn't affect him in any way. Like he's just.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can accept that. Whether or not he agrees with that lifestyle, I think when somebody asks you, "Do you agree with something?" means basically, would you do it? Like if somebody asks me,
right. Yeah, I think that's what he said. He doesn't agree with it. Where it's like that, I wouldn't do it, but
yeah, I don't agree with it, but it's basically you saying I personally wouldn't do it, but I'm not looking at somebody else funny for doing it. Like,
I think based off that, he was like, "Yeah, I don't know if we can be friends or whatever." And even
I think
Dustin
we had a conversation about this before, though. About
the
whole, I think the agree shit don't matter. I think as long as you can accept and respect somebody's decisions, y'all should be fine.
But even in Dustin's stream recently, he said him and BMC haven't talked in a year because of that situation. Whereas like BMC,
I mean, to be honest, I don't really blame him, BMC, for that particular scenario. But
what do you remember from it?
Well, so it's like, fuck. I don't know if we want to get into all this, but I do think that as far as like, I don't know how to say this. I don't think there's anything wrong with Dustin's position in particular, but I don't think that you can get mad at someone who's gay or bisexual for not liking that position, if that makes sense.
I don't think, but then you can get mad at somebody that's not gay or bisexual for, you know what I'm saying, not agreeing with it. Right?
What do you mean?
Where it's like, okay, you're saying,
It's like you getting mad at people for like, okay, let's say for instance, if I say, oh, I don't like people that are gay,
right.
or I don't like, you can get mad at me, but
I can get
like,
mad at
I can't do, yeah.
Right? So it's like you're saying Dustin can't get mad at BMC for feeling how he feels. Well, BMC can't get mad at Dustin for feeling how he feels.
No, what more of what I'm saying is like, I don't think that like, I would understand like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, let me collect my thoughts on this for a second before I
okay.
Give
yeah, I think in general, I mentioned Dustin and him and BMC, that whole situation, just to say that a lot of the shit BMC says I don't agree with. Right? Some of it I feel like it's, I don't know, exaggerated, because I mean, and then he admitted that he's trying to push an agenda. I mean, I don't think he's a bad person at all. Like, I do enjoy some of his tweets because, I mean, shit makes me laugh. But I feel like right now with the Kobe situation, where I'm sure he's probably going to tweet about it again, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to rant every time he does it, because it's going to make me start to dislike him as a person. So to not condemn the person, just condemn the thought. For right now, I don't want to deal with him. Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, I see that standpoint.
Yeah, so like,
see that standpoint.
So like, I guess to like a better way to put it is like, I'm gonna draw like a shitty comparison. That's probably not the best comparison in the world, but like, the thing is, I feel like when you say like, I don't agree with like your lifestyle or whatever, you're kind of like, I don't know, I guess condemning him as a person.
Yeah, no, that's
a little bit.
That's what I said. That's a bad way to word it. You should never.
Because
I don't think you should ever say. I don't think you should ever say I don't agree with your lifestyle. That's just like I was saying earlier. It's about the wording and the approach. You shouldn't. If somebody ever asks me, "Oh, do you agree with my lifestyle?" I'm literally going to tell them whether I agree with what you do doesn't matter. As long as I can accept. This is my legit answer. As long as I can accept and respect it, we're fine. It doesn't matter if I agree or not. I'm not God. I'm not your God. It doesn't matter. I'm another human being just like you. I'm pretty sure I do things you wouldn't agree with. There are women out here who have boyfriends, who have wives, and they know me. So I'm pretty sure I do things you don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna come to you and ask you, do you agree with this lifestyle I'm living? Because it doesn't matter. Like, shit, it don't matter.
I mean, I feel that. So what if they specifically want an answer?
You're a slut.
That's literally my answer. It doesn't matter if I agree. I literally can't think of. I only can think of things I don't agree with. Now, if you come to me and tell me like you're a killer, like you kill people for money or some shit like that, you like a child molester, something. Now I can't agree with that. So now, because it's like when you really can't agree with something, you won't be friends with somebody. I want nothing to do with you if you kill people for money. Like, I'm cool on that, because niggas, somebody throw a price on my head, I'm gonna have to be seeing you. You feel me? I don't agree with that. Stay away from me. If you like a child molester, I don't agree with your lifestyle. I don't want nothing to do with you. I feel like when you don't agree with somebody's lifestyle, you really can't be their friend. So if you being gay, I can literally accept you and respect you being gay, bro. It does not make me feel. It doesn't make me gonna look at you any differently.
But you gotta also, I agree with that.
So I just feel like I don't have a place to say I agree. It's like, it just feels so weird with me saying. You basically, if somebody asks me, do you agree that I like men? Do you agree with me living this life? It's like, bro, who am I? Live your life.
Well, yeah. To put more context into that, though,
like you gotta realize, you have to be more specific
than that, though.
Dustin is really religious.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So I'm saying,
there's more of like a religious backdrop.
I don't think it was a.
I think I'm pretty sure he probably just worded it wrong.
Yeah,
because it's like,
well, no, because the context
doesn't matter if he's
I don't know if that's what he said verbatim.
What I'm saying is, like,
the context is more of like this. It's more of like, this is what a lot of religious
because this is against my religion.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's more of like a thing, because I think he's used this example before, but it's like he's saying that it's a sin and like there's nothing he can do about that, but he doesn't think of anyone less for sinning, because like he says like we all sin, blah 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 blah.
Right.
I think that's even to the point.
So when him saying like I don't agree with your lifestyle, it's just like, oh, like that ain't the lifestyle that, like, according to my religion, that I believe is right. But at the same time, like, you cool, bro.
right for me. Because everybody don't got the same religion. I think people just need to look at it differently. I don't want to be like Mr. Guy out here, but I think looking at it my way is like the best way to honestly see it. Even if my son was to come to me on some shit like that, God forbid. I'm gonna be honest. I don't want to ever have this conversation. I want my son to be straight, and I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah. But if he was, and he came to me and say, "Oh, Dad, do you agree with my lifestyle?" I'm gonna tell him the same thing. As long as you happy, I can accept and respect it. That's what can I do?
I'm gonna be like, I don't really like it, but I love you. So like, exactly. we cool.
It don't matter.
I ain't too happy about it, but my guy, like, I'm not going to disown you, my son.
It's like bring your little gay ass over here, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
I would definitely be fucking with my son like this gay ass nigga over here.
Yeah, bro. I'll be firing that nigga up though. He gonna be a tough gay nigga. I'll be like,
but it's like it doesn't change the fact that you're my son. Like your sexuality doesn't change anything.
But everybody, we know everybody is literally not like that. Niggas will literally condemn and disown their sons like it's nothing. So you can't act like everybody views it the same. My shit is just like, because the way I even live my life, there's certain people I want to make happy and who I want, but it's as I've been getting older, people's approval, it's not too many people who I really want their approval for. It's people I want to still make proud to this day. Like I want to make my mother proud to this day. I'm always going to want to. I'm the oldest sibling. Shit like that. But their approval, do they agree with what I'm doing? I'm a grown ass man. Nobody gotta agree. Only person that's gonna be, that gotta agree with me is me. And as long as I'm fucking with it, guess what?
As long as I fuck with me. Nah, I mean, the whole thing is just stupid,
And I don't think it's anything wrong with having an agenda to push, but I just think that the way he does it, like I said, it's terrible.
I think the problem with an agenda to push isn't necessarily that there's anything bad with it, but I think it like tricks you into doing stupid shit, like with the Kobe tweet, for example, because he thinks he's doing it for the betterment of like women's justice or whatever.
I'm just wondering who made him the guy to think that he gotta be the guy to do that.
Because no one else will.
Like who dubbed his? Never mind.
Relax.
Shut up and dribble, Ali.
Like I said, if I wanted to be the health
I
guy
got you on that one, Corey.
Pushing health, there's so many ways you could tell somebody they should get healthy, and there's a lot of ways to do it the right way, and there's a lot of ways to do it the wrong way. And that first approach is gonna be whether somebody wants to listen to you or not. And my whole thing with this is when you do something like this, right? You have to care about the people who don't see things the way you do. That's the only way you actually make change. If you just want to echo chamber and speak to the people who already agree with the same shit you agree with, kudos, you're never going to make any real change. That's like me talking to a whole bunch of niggas that's fit about being fit. Fucking we just going to sit around talking about being fit. There's no change. He knows the shit I'm telling him already. I know the shit he's telling me. But when you go out and talk to other people who might not be doing it, you changing other people's lives. So if you have a point to get across, and you want to deliver it in this kind of way, call people ignorant, this, that, and the third, the people that you want to reach, the people who you are hoping to teach, you're gonna turn them off immediately.
Let the record show quietly it's never talked this long.
There's no change. I'm just saying, there's no change.
Y'all made me be real quiet on that NBA talk. I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna get my shit off, boy.
Get your shit off, Kim and Naru.
That's just I just don't understand when people do shit like that. It's like we calling people ignorant and shit like that. When you're trying to get a point across, bro, you just shutting down lines of communication. That's the most important
facts,
thing.
Though.
You immediately shut off lines of communication. Because it's like when I was younger, and I was super like ignorant. So I would be like, yo, this is gay, that is gay, blah blah blah. I was just like straight up, just like thinking that's how I was taught, that's how I was raised. And so I spoke to somebody. And what they told me was, this is why I don't just say this is gay too much. As much as I used to. I understand why it's bad. It was like, saying something like that could come off homophobic. The approach is great. They did not call me homophobic, because then I probably would have took offense. They said saying something like that could be taken as homophobic. And I asked why. Then they explained why. And they said repeated behavior that's homophobic is what makes somebody a homophobe. If they continue to repeatedly do something that comes across homophobic, they know that it is, and they do it, that's going to make you homophobic. And I thought to myself, well, shit, I don't want to be like that, and I don't want to fucking make people feel a certain kind of way. So let me adjust my behavior. The approach was good. Now, if this person would have just called me ignorant and told me, you know, I should go read some books or I should know better already, I would have been the same ignorant ass nigga that I've been before. You know, it's a certain way and I was bad. I was terrible before. So it's like it's a certain way you speak to people.
You don't reach people with that type of approach.
You don't. This person that told me this was a gay dude. He was an older gay dude that worked at the same job I had worked at, and he just broke that shit down. And I walked away with some respect and was like, you know, I get it. I understand the point you were trying to get across. You didn't offend me. You got your point across, and I actually understood. And I adjusted my behavior to a degree. That's what you want.
Notice that nigga said to a degree.
I mean, I'm just saying, we still a work in progress. But you know, I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's why I'm open to listening to people. But I just feel like sometimes people's approach is just not good for other people. There's sometimes I see tweets and I read it and I get what he's saying right now, and it actually makes sense. But the way he words it, I'm like, I could tell the other people who see this tweet, the ones that he wants to reach, they're not gonna like the way this is, and nobody's gonna get it. Like nobody's gonna be receptive to it.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of tweets from him like that where I'm sitting there like, this was actually pretty good. But I know these niggas not gonna like this. It's not gonna connect with these niggas. You about to get flamed up.
The approach is off, you know. And I feel like if you're gonna tweet some stuff that it has a good message, sometimes based on the messenger and past history, that shit falls on deaf ears.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's not gonna be good because now it's like, oh, isn't this the same person that was shitting on? You know, it's just not a good, like, you kind of leaving the track record is not going to be good there because now it's always going to come back to that. For some people, like, isn't this the same dude that?
It's always like it comes off as like finger in your face, like, well, you know when somebody's scolding.
Finger in your mouth?
Not that far, bro. Like,
wow. He was getting real introspective here.
But nah, when somebody when somebody's trying to scold you got their finger in your face and they're wagging their finger type. It seems like it comes off as that way when you try to say, hey, y'all need to do this because y'all are trash. And it's just, bro, what? And it's like hella general sometimes, like some of the things that are said. And it's just...
Yeah, like saying pause. Like I'm saying pause.
The thing is, I'm saying pause too, but I understand.
I understand it, but
I'm saying pause too. Because for me, my thing is with certain shit like that, it's like
I only do it for jokes though. I don't be like dead ass. It's just funny.
Nah, you dead ass, Corey.
Nah, I be bro. It's all joke.
I literally don't care. You don't even want to finger in your mouth, Corey.
Corey be dead ass. You don't even want a finger in your mouth.
Yeah.
You want a finger in your mouth?
We ain't talking about me. Nah, but
hey, what you warming up to, quietly?
I got a friend that's fucking like 6'4", and every time I see him, I joke about this nigga being 5'2". Now it's a joke because he's fucking 6'4". That's why we both laugh. If he was actually a short ass dude, and I
wouldn't be like, yeah, nigga, you.
I'm not gonna call him short because then that might be actually making him feel bad. So I feel like when we say pause to each other, it's because we know that we know that we're not gay. So it's funny to call. It's funny when you're not gay and you call another nigga gay. Sometimes it's funny, like they do gay shit.
That's the best way I can put it.
It's only funny, and this is the best way I can explain it. It's only funny because I know he's not gay. It's like if a dude.
I don't even mean it as an insult. It's just funny because it's just what you're not.
If a dude was in this convo and he was gay and he said some gay shit, nobody's gonna say pause or anything because it's like he's gay.
He's gay.
Like,
no, it depends on how gay that nigga is.
No, it doesn't because it's like he's gay, so there's no joke to be had. What he's saying is just how he's saying it. There's no funniness in it. It's no joke. But when Ale say some shit, it's funny.
But that nigga's actually gay.
We about to flame his ass up. That's the best way I can try to explain that shit for people. It's like jokes amongst your friends it's usually about shit that's not true, and you fucking. That's why it's funny. Like,
so we saying play all 2020?
Facts.
Play? No, we're saying.
Now what we're saying in 2020 is real bodies.
Real bodies.
Real bodies 2020. I don't know if it's something that finally clicked in my head, bro. But I'm sick and tired of all these Instagram models.
Oh.
Real bodies 2020.
I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, hey, whoever put that in the chat, Jesus.
That was quietly.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, that's like a real body though.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Them
Thank
bodies, they some things. They some
There's
things.
thanks to that.
Bro,
I would love to.
It was a thread. It was like a short thread.
Oh.
Short fitness. Oh, I had to stop looking at that whole boy.
That thread, boy.
It was like they was like putting their height and they weight. She was like, "Yeah, I'm 5'2",
Oh, I know what
150.
you're talking about.
I'm 5 foot,
And them strong
160."
I think I followed
Then,
everybody
like,
on that thread.
The 5. You said what?
I think I followed all these bitches on that thread, man.
Bro, and then
Oh,
like
they
the
bitches,
tall,
huh,
thick
Brago?
ones. Oh my gosh!
Yo, did y'all see the fucking tweet where it was homegirl that was saying, "Don't call a woman a female no more"?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like
I don't like
demeaning or some shit like that. What is it, Brago? I'm pretty sure you're the one that commented on it, so you would know a little bit
She
more.
was
on
saying that every time a man says female is followed by misogyny, so no men should say it at all because of that.
Okay, so I think there's like 3 to 4 different sections of like feminism, and I don't know if she's a feminist, but it just reminded me.
She got to be a feminist if she's saying that.
So like, there's like the women who actually like have real grievances about misogyny. Then there's women who just hate men, but they disguise it as like feminism.
Yeah.
And
well,
then
those type of women just need dick.
And then it's like,
but they can't get it.
Exactly.
It can't be clean either.
They can't get it from the ones they want, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's a third section of like women who think they're feminists, but they're really just like they're like really just helping white women, but they think it's feminism.
What?
That's
what?
A thing.
How did you sneak that in?
My thing is like
that is a real thing.
It's just like I never knew that was a bad thing literally until this year. Like I've been saying females my whole life, and I never knew that was like a thing that wasn't good. And my thing with stuff like that is, who is that person to generalize and speak? Like, where does one person get off thinking they can speak for the entire gender or sex or whatever you want to call it? Why does one person get the dictate? You should never call any woman female because I say so.
But a female just means female.
People, that's what I'm saying. Oh, no, people need to speak for themselves because now this person told me, hey,
don't call me a female. Then that's fine.
Hey, I would never call a person a female ever again. But how are you going to tell me I should never
call any
women as females?
It ain't like she's like saying like, oh, never call us hoes.
I never heard. Yeah,
like,
that's
I've never heard of like
we
not
know
saying
that
female.
We know that that's derogatory, but I never knew female was derogatory. I've spoken to girls and been like, oh yeah, you know, females this, females that, and it never, nobody ever looked at me funny.
Crazy.
I was raised by a whole bunch of women, and I just never heard any girl ever say that they thought the word female was a bad thing. So to me, it just makes you, it just takes you so far back. Like, what the fuck? Like,
some of these like women be doing like the most when like you show like a girl that you like trust their opinion, or you show your girl or your mom or some shit they said, they're like, bro, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, that's happened. I'm like, what the?
Yeah,
bro,
I don't know.
I can't count how many times that shit has happened.
I honestly feel like I used to, or I still do think, I feel like if you call a female, it's like more formal than if you were to call her
a girl or a woman.
Girl, yeah.
Yeah,
girl,
I feel
woman.
like female is like, I won't say bet, but like if I'm saying like woman, like I feel like in that, like I mean, it's certain ways you can say woman that it just seems like.
Yeah, you can definitely take woman in like a, you know,
but you can't
like
take
that woman
female
over there,
like I don't think you could take female in any, like, no matter how bad you try to say female, you can't really.
Maybe they feel like female, like labeling someone a female is limiting their capabilities.
Or maybe they just hate it because it has male attached to it.
Facts.
But so does woman.
But they don't want to have that conversation.
It has so does woman. I never heard girls say like, these males out here wilding though. These males out
but
here.
Like, I mean, shit, I'll take males over these sorry ass niggas.
They just say niggas.
Yeah. But would you be mad if girls just started saying like, oh, these males out here can't keep their dick in their pants, can't stand these males? I don't think I would feel.
I don't.
I mean,
yeah, you know, I don't think
I'm male, so it's like
I don't feel any kind of way.
You know,
it is what it is. Exactly.
It's just like the more I see it, the more I feel like females are jealous of males.
I'm not.
You on your own on that one.
Let's save that for next week.
You on your own on that one.
On Twitter, we say, "Yeah, good shit, King." I don't see no women be doing that to them for them.
Do you follow any
Queen. They
black
say
women?
Queen. They say Queen.
They
go
say
off.
Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't
black
follow no
women.
black women.
Well, that's why you don't see it.
Right, Ali, you so fucked up sometimes.
It's like what? I
No,
see
but I'm
black
just
women call
saying-
each other Queen all the time.
Did we review the Eminem album? We talked about it, right?
No.
The Eminem.
Please, come on.
I didn't even listen to it.
I ain't listened to it. I
I
heard
ain't
Lil
listened
Wayne
to it
album was
either.
bumping too. I haven't heard
I ain't
that shit
listening to
either.
that either.
Yeah. I heard it. I heard it actually was the opposite of bumping. I heard it was not.
You heard Lil Wayne wasn't like
I
his
heard
album
it was
wasn't
not
good?
it.
Oh,
I heard it. Matt said it was it. Oh,
Yeah,
I thought he tweeted that was it.
He did. Matt did say that shit was.
I heard that shit.
And I
was-
trust Matt's music opinion.
Yeah, I think I'm cool on Lil Wayne. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm gonna listen to it. And because I was cool on Eminem and I really enjoyed this album, so
Okay. So it's the year of the washed up niggas. I see.
might be. But I think Lil Wayne was further gone than Eminem to me because
Didn't Wayne have like a album that was supposed to come out but never came out? And so
They
then
came out.
at that
Carter
point.
5 came out. But it was
It just
I'm
came
talking
out
about
too
like
late.
it
the
sounded
Carter
dated.
or
It sounded
something.
dated.
Yeah. I was
the
gonna
Carter
say,
5.
like,
It sounded dated.
He was like forever. It took forever for that shit to come out. I feel like he just gave up at that point.
If that shit would have probably came out on time, that hoe would have probably bumped.
Probably, but Eminem's album definitely hit. It had some joints on there, bro.
I don't even know if I want to just like listen to that hoe.
That's
bro.
because you don't
I hear
support
you,
white people.
Corey. I hear you.
I'm
but
gonna give it a listen.
That shit had some hits, some joints on there,
How many songs is it?
like 20.
Oh hell no,
You
bro.
don't gotta listen to all of it, but like listen through like the first six.
Fuck no,
bro,
nobody
bro.
wants.
Bro, if
Corey,
if this
I feel
was
the
a
same
black
way you
artist
do.
putting out 20 songs, Corey would have been listened to it.
Corey,
It's because Eminem is
No,
white.
bro. No, bro. I'm
But
not.
Corey, I
Corey,
thought
Bro, Corey,
It-
you're
it's-
slowly turning into Master J. Like you Master J 2.0 at this point
damn,
Nah,
when it
son.
comes to the
Where'd
whites.
you find this?
No,
Corey, I felt the same way you did with Eminem. Like, bro, but then like I'm gonna go give it a listen. I gave it a listen and it was pretty good. I was surprised I was enjoying as many songs as I was.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out, bro. There's only 3 artists, and really, out of those 3, like one of them, I'm probably side-eyeing that they can release a 20-song project that I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check this out. And that'd be Kendrick Cole and Drake.
Yeah. Drizzy baby.
Drake's
Yeah.
the side eye.
Nah, Drake would be like the
Most
like the one I would accept that 20. That's just Drake shit.
Now who's getting the side eye?
Maybe Cole.
You don't want 20 songs of Cole?
Well, now I think it's more acceptable, but like before, no.
I think Cole. Now Cole, I wouldn't mind 20 songs. Because
Yeah, because
I
like
think
how
there
he
would
did the
be-
Dreamville shit.
Right,
And that was like 20 songs.
Exactly. So I think
And
I think
know
I would
if
give
it's-
I would give Kendrick the side eye because I think after a while, after listening to Kendrick, I'm like, all right, I'm good on Kendrick for a little.
No,
bit.
I mean, with me though, like I know like his concepts and shit. So like, if it takes him like 20 songs to do a concept or some shit.
Wait,
like,
Corey, you said Born Sinner is your favorite Cole album. That album has 21 songs.
and that hoe was hard.
Yeah. So
That's
why
what
would
I'm
you
saying.
give him the
I
side
said I
eye?
would kind of give him the side eye.
Yeah.
It would just be like, oh, this hoe is either about to like really be great or it's not.
Okay. I mean, that's about every
That's the
artist.
side eye.
okay.
It's like I'm anticipating a downfall, but I hope it's alright.
I'm anticipating the
I
downfall.
think any of those 3 drop 20 songs. It's like
I'm listening
I
to it. I'm
expect
cool.
To be good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think this
Are those like right now? We just say they're
That's the Mount Rushmore of this generation right,
right
now.
now for sure.
Okay.
No question.
Is
That's
there
like
someone else we
Biggie, Pac, and Jay.
And Jay, yeah, those 3.
Yeah.
can- them 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Are we
got
adding
other
one
people-
more? Is there someone else?
Not
Nope.
right now.
I mean, it's people on a lower tier than that, but like
Yeah,
not
no,
on
I'm
that
saying
tier.
I'm saying in their class.
Nope, just those 3.
You have eclectic
Okay.
people you can add in there, I guess, like Tyler. But he's
Fuck
not.
no.
He's not on their level. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
Hell no.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
not
I
on
think
their
like the
level.
closest niggas like pop like, and they're not on their level, but the closest niggas to be on their level is probably like Big Sean,
Big Sean, Wale, Meek,
Well,
Travis
hey.
Big
Scott.
Crit.
Travis Scott has Wale. Yeah, Wale, bro. Wale
Get
has
the fuck out of here.
Wale. The past
His last
decade,
album was actually straight.
the past decade, Wale is a top.
Yeah,
10
like,
top
bro,
10
you gotta
rapper.
realize, bro, when they all
Wale,
came out.
I feel like Wale is barely commercial.
No, bro, when
He
they
has a
all
lot
came
of
out
heat.
together, bro,
Yeah.
Wale was arguably like better than Cole
Yeah,
when they first
he
came
had
out.
more shit than Cole.
Yeah, he had more hits. He had
Yeah, but
all,
I'm
like,
saying now.
I mean, now
That's
in
his
hindsight, he's
perception.
top 10. He's top 10.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
but
would
that's
say
not,
so.
I don't say that they're like in the same class, or you wouldn't even.
No.
I would say top
They're-
5, no specific
They're
order.
they're
Kendrick,
there by
Cole,
themselves.
Drake.
Then after that, I
Big
think
Sean.
Future, Travis Scott, Meek Mill, Big Sean, Wale, those guys have like that's the next.
They're like
tier.
that's like the B tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think Travis Scott and Future, just based on like some of the like anthems
Like
they
them
have.
becoming pop.
Yeah, well, I think they're just like, if I could pick a concert, I'm going to Drake concert. But after Drake, it's probably like Travis Scott.
Oh yeah, that hoe's gonna be lit.
I feel like a Kanye concert would be better.
Then Travis
Well,
Scott, no way, not right
Yeah.
now.
If
No.
Kanye were to play like his classics,
Fuck no.
Not right now,
I mean,
bro.
he play his
I don't
classics
know.
every show, but no, not
But
not
Travis,
that.
bro,
bro.
Ali, I want you to watch like a video on a Travis Scott concert and how fucking
Ye
lit.
isn't like the best. Well, he's a good performer, bro, but it's just a different type of performance, bro. He's not.
No,
Like,
Ali's right with
Travis Scott
Kanye.
is like a
Kanye could be
fucking rock
fantastic.
star.
I think it's a toss up between those two.
I think as far as like my opinion and public opinion, I would like. I mean, niggas gonna love Ye regardless, but I would much rather like if I had to pick which performance I would see, I'm gonna choose a Travis Scott. Of course, like Kanye's gonna do something different and out of the box.
I feel like
Like-
Travis Scott needs to perform certain songs for it to be like.
Nah, bro. But he
Oh,
got a
shit.
lot of songs.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Kanye got more.
I mean, yeah, of course. And
That's
like,
why-
especially if he get into like his graduation and like all that
Yeah.
shit.
I'm saying like he would have to go to the classics, but I'm saying like if he were to go to the classics and it was just like a Kanye tour, because some of his tours, I think one of my friends went to his like Vegas concert. That shit looked lit as fuck. Like he was on an elevated platform too.
Yeah, I went to that concert.
You did?
Yeah, not in Vegas, but I'm saying like that was everywhere.
Oh,
He did
that concert. Yeah, I think that was the Pablo.
I was on
concert,
that.
no?
You said what?
That was the Pablo. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Pablo
like
concert.
Pablo, and he had
Yeah.
like he's playing all his shit, bro. Like, and you could just literally see like what albums different demographics like identify with.
Exactly. That's what I'm
it's
saying.
crazy.
Like, I feel like that would go harder than Travis Scott. Travis Scott, there's like 5 songs on Travis Scott that I know like really well.
I think Travis Scott's was more interactive, bro. Okay, so Kanye, he was on a platform in the sky, and like you couldn't really see him; you just see a figure. So, and then you see his face on a screen. Versus Travis Scott, this nigga's jumping in fucking crowds with mosh pits.
He's got like more, he's got a more live crowd, is what you're saying.
He has a more live like set because this nigga was on a fucking platform.
What you know about his set? My set over here, we really wild.
And then you gotta also think like he just dropped that Jack Boy shit, so that shit's going up.
Jack Boy, what's that?
Yeah, I don't know what Jack Boy
Travis
is.
Scott, Don Toliver, all them niggas.
Don Toliver actually
That
slaps.
nigga's about to go hard.
I think Corey did mention him like a while ago on the podcast.
Yeah.
He said that nigga was next up. That nigga got some bangers. That No Idea.
That No Idea go hard as
The
shit.
chop and screw is really like some shit though.
Yeah, that whole
Wait,
hard.
this is like a what is this? This is like a collab album.
So you know, Travis Scott, he like signed niggas and shit. So like he got Don Toliver under him, which is like the next nigga that's gonna be up. Like I told,
Yeah, he's definitely next up.
but I think it's like him. Like it's like 5
Yeah, No
songs.
Idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That song slaps.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That whole. But
That shit's hard.
He got a really different voice. Like even on his other songs, like it's like an old nigga voice, but like with the
It's getting
with the
nasty.
groove.
And he got like a lisp too, so it's like
Yeah,
That shit goes.
it's hard.
It's a
It's-
I
nigga like-
love the list, bro. He can relate to that shit.
it's like a nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
But so it's like a 5-song EP. It's like him, Shaq West, and Travis Scott. And then they got like
Jack West also.
I'm not a
Travis
big
Yeah.
Shaq West guy, but
I mean, Shaq West got one song.
they got a song with like Young Thug on it. They got some with the Migos. So that whole
Shaq West is
my
Mo
God.
Baller, no?
I got hoes.
like that out west, right?
Boy.
Take it out west. Take
My
it
nigga
out
Mo.
west. I just put my
Bumbo.
cum in her pussy. Now it's wet. Y'all ain't heard that?
no.
Okay, listen to it, bro. I promise you it's up.
That must be
I promise.
I'm gonna have to pass on that
a
one.
Texas
No, bro.
thing.
I promise, bro.
I mean, people in Texas swear by Boosie, bro, but I cannot get by Boosie.
Bro, y'all was looking
I
at
only
me like
listened
that
to
in
one
LA when we
Boosie
was
song.
bumping
Only
in
one
Costa
Boosie
Rica.
song was on my
now
iPod.
y'all niggas was singing when
Listen,
we left.
man, there was only one Boosie song on my iPod ever, and y'all know what it is.
Wipe me down.
and I don't think, honestly, Boosie even had the best verse on that joke.
No, he did have the. I pull up at the club, VIP gas tank on me with all drinks on me.
Yo, that nigga Fox, that nigga Fox killed that fucking shit, bro. Come on.
Yeah, it don't make sense to me how like people can like swear by Boosie.
I don't listen to
but that's just a South thing, I'm guessing.
Must be.
I don't really like Boosie like that.
That's like a.
I've never really got into
always.
I don't like. There's rappers that people like Slim Thug. I can never get with.
Hell no.
You didn't like Slim Thug?
No, bro. I did not like Slim Thug.
What? You racist.
What? Slim Thug? The only song I liked Slim Thug when he was in was him and Beyonce Check Up On.
Bro, I'm pretty sure I'm about to pull up a Slim Thug song right now that you probably was.
All right,
like.
pull it up.
Hold on.
What about what's that other Thug?
Young Thug?
Not Young Thug.
Was
it Thug?
I'm slowly coming on Young Thug. Pause.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought we wasn't pause.
Coming around. No, we still do it. God, I'm slowly coming around to Young Thug.
Yeah.
Yo, who's that dude T.I. was beefing with?
It's lit.
Luda?
Kodak?
No, the nigga from Atlanta.
Expeditiously Kodak?
Kodak?
No, he's an old rapper, older, back in the day.
Young L.A.
Not L.A. What? Amigo boys.
And you know his sound was so ahead of his time.
That's boys.
That's the sound now, bro. They don't even like.
Yeah, that's true. Lil Flip.
Oh yeah, he beat the shit out of Lil Flip.
Yeah, I stay lit. I talk shit and back it up because I'm a baller.
Oh,
I like to flip my chips.
You didn't
flip
like
my
a ball
flip my chips. Nah.
Wow, that's
yo,
crazy.
that's MySpace days at Lil Flip, bro. Y'all ever heard "I'm a Baller" by Lil Flip?
Hell no.
I didn't really get into Flip. I just knew like the Game Over John, and then that I can you.
I think I'm gonna throw randomly like a Lil Flip joint in one of my videos and see if it's
Oh, you trash.
Stay lit. I talk.
that shit was fire, bro.
Lil Flip actually like hot, or he's just someone you knew?
Yeah, like he was in Houston. Like that was like Houston always have like back in the day. That was like when like Mike Jones and was popping.
Oh, Houston always got the back of Freddie.
When Lil Wayne remixed that, really
So Lil Wayne remix what? I'm a Baller.
you know that Mike Jones song, Mr. Mike Jones.
Ball high, or what's it called? What is it called?
No.
We fly high.
No.
We fly.
No. Hold up.
That was Jim Jones. Ali.
No. I'm not talking about Jim Jones. Mike Jones had the song. I forgot the name. I forgot how the song goes. But Lil Wayne.
Was that Jim Jones?
Lil Wayne ended up doing a remix.
On,
It's
hey, bro, they all
Jones.
Jones, bro. They all the same.
Lil Wayne did a
Facts.
remix, Sky's the Limit remix. And it was like
The sky is the limit.
Exactly. That beat that he used was a Mike Jones song. And after that shit, Wayne dropped that shit, Mike Jones' career kind of died off. Because Wayne really went so crazy on that beat.
I think he got fucked out of his deal. That's what happened.
Is that what happened?
For me, Lil Wayne,
Mr. Jones,
I heard,
Mike Jones.
After I heard, what was it? It was it Something You Forgot? No, the Show Me What You Got remix. I think that was like.
I didn't like Paul Wall.
Yeah, Paul Wall was that nigga. He had the best verse on that.
What about Bubba Sparks?
Fofos.
When I was young, I was racist. I almost didn't like Sean Paul because I thought he was a white Jamaican.
I thought y'all. Hey yo, Sean Paul was that nigga too.
Sean Paul.
I remember the first time I seen the Sean Paul video when I was a kid, I was like, no way.
Why this nigga got braids?
There's no way.
No, Sean Paul definitely don't look Jamaican.
He don't look Jamaican at all. I was like, there's no way. I was so discouraged.
Bro, I honestly thought
he looked like you, but just light skinned.
No, he does not.
Yeah, I mean, they look like quality. Is that nigga bald now? He don't got
I'm not
dreads
even.
no more.
He don't got dreads.
That'd be tragic.
Bro,
He's
Sean
bald
Paul
now.
was one of the fucking toughest fights in New York Def Jam, bro.
Oh my
New York.
gosh, it was.
He would beat your fucking ass. I don't know
Oh
why.
my, yeah, Sean Paul beat the shit out of you, bro. Oh my gosh,
That's
that
funny
shit
as
was
hell.
He
crazy.
had like some crazy ass style too, bro. He had like that fucking Jamaican, you know.
Hey, bro, you know I used to play with Redman and Method Man, bro. Those are my niggas.
Yo, Method Man was cool as fuck. I thought like he was the shit, and then I actually listened to his music. I was like,
No, Method Man actually go. I think like out of like my favorite old rappers, bro. Like Method Man is like my top 3.
Yeah, Method Man was actually pretty
Bro,
clean.
I don't know why, bro. I just love Method Man, bro.
Method Man was alright.
I like Method
Like
Man.
I fuck with Method Man. I fuck with Common. But yeah, bro. Like
Common.
Method Man is that nigga. Yeah, y'all don't like Common?
Right now, Common's he can take it. Or
I
leave
love
it.
Common,
Right now,
actually.
though, I'm not the biggest Common guy.
I'm a
right
huge
now,
Common fan.
I think Little Uzi Vert got the funniest lines ever. Right now,
That's not an old nigga.
No, but I'm just saying. I said right now.
I don't listen
I
to
think he got
Uzi
the
for
funniest
real.
line.
If something come up
Oh,
and
I
it's
do.
like fire, then I'm like, it's cool.
That
But I don't.
that Fousey Shuffle shit is lit.
I fucked with Neon Gut.
yeah, Fousey Shuffle.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm saying
You know
it
what's
wrong.
called?
I'm saying it wrong, but it's something like that.
The foots. I remember people said that it was viral. I'm gonna look.
You
at
got
it.
You got to shoot 2 at her.
Only the fucking clip is good. I
No,
listened to
the whole song.
song's
I
ass.
actually like the song.
You said
Hey, Brago, listen to the album I put in the fucking. Well, like I put screenshots in the hoe. That hoe's hard.
All right.
He said Jack Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to it. Relax.
Bro, I guarantee you next time we get on, like, this nigga, Brago's gonna be singing that hoe.
Singing
I
what?
guarantee you.
Brago
Any
is-
song on that hoe.
Brago is a wave hopper. Is that what they call him?
Oh,
Yeah.
word?
Yeah.
I hear you, bro.
You
He
hear
like
me?
just like his mentor.
Facts.
Bro,
What?
We said trends out here. I know what y'all talking about.
What trend you said? Chris Cross on our platforms.
Top five.
Hey, where my niggas? I haven't seen these niggas. in a while.
Yo, I'm so
After they
glad
dropped the
you
video, they
actually
made
looked up their YouTube video and put it in the chat and said, "This not bad." I
It's
clicked
not
on it.
bad.
That shit was so ass.
No, it's
bro.
not, bro. There's a lot.
It wasn't bad, bro.
It wasn't
just-
bad.
You just don't want to like it because you don't like them.
Yeah,
Yo,
it wasn't
The
bad.
dude that don't say nothing was starting to spin. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, someone can actually rap. I was like, damn, these dudes can actually rap, man.
Oh, my pinky so retarded.
He was the worst rapper.
That's why he got the biggest.
He's just an
personality.
athlete. Yeah. He
Oh
like,
yeah, that shit was bad, fam.
Yo, you gotta listen to the whole thing, bro.
No, bro.
I think
That
the hook.
shit was
Pinky
so. Brago had
retarded.
me gassed.
I think
that
the hook.
shit
I
was
think the
so
hook.
Nigga, Quality was actually excited though.
Bro,
He
if
said,
you
"Oh,
That shit was
word."
garbage.
No, I think the hook. I think the hook is trash. I think the hook is trash.
If you wouldn't have said nothing, it would have been fine. But you said this shit not actually bad.
It's not bad, bro.
How they,
I
I
get it,
was
but
just
no, that's a
wondering
good dude, huh?
where they get the money for this video from.
Bro, these
probably
niggas
signed,
is
low-key.
Yo,
Where the fuck they get the
It's
50K?
all in the
They're probably signed.
rectals. Criscos. Y'all ain't fucking with that?
No, bro.
I'm
that shit-
definitely not fucking.
I don't
with
know
that.
what the fuck you talking about.
In
Cuz.
the rectals.
They gotta do better than that.
This sound like you
They
had
should
an
have,
aneurysm.
bro. They should have
In
stayed
the
to the YouTube clips, the edited shit, bro. They should have just stayed to that.
Yeah,
bro.
they should have stuck to the Kim Possible Power Ranger shit.
Bro, they gotta make money some way, bro. They're rappers.
Them-
at the-
hey,
They
you
ain't
do
gonna
that.
make. They ain't gonna make no money with that shit.
Well, my pinky
Yo.
so retarded.
Wait, let me see
Now they probably about to
Crisscross.
start touring. Watch.
What did crisscross? Let me see how
I
many.
fucking.
views the
I
Crisscross-
fucking told.
Crisscross
I
on
fucking-
the platform.
I told Virgo we gonna make him do that shit in ATL and his piggy ring.
What?
better
Damn.
be
What the
retarded.
fuck is their name?
It ain't a Chris
See, you
Cross.
don't even know their name.
No,
It's
their
Young
group
Reckless.
name.
Young Reckless.
Is it Young Reckless?
No, Young Fresh and Reckless, something like that. Fresh and Reckless.
Wait, Fresh and Reckless. I
something
found.
Reckless.
Hold up, Fresh Reckless. Fresh and
So
Reckless.
their name is Far.
No, Fresh and Reckless.
Yeah,
X-
the
X Reckless.
abbreviation.
Fresh X Reckless.
Fresh X Reckless.
Yo.
Fresh
these
and
niggas-
Reckless. That sounds ass. that sounds like an album.
I got my
I'm an album name. Fresh
They
and
got
Reckless.
another song with Nah, that's a it's a
Bro,
tribute.
how are they signed, but they only got 604 subs? Not 604K, 600.
I said they probably. I mean, just because you signed don't mean the shit like just pop. Shit pop when it pop.
They made
I know niggas that
Juice
signed to
WRLD.
Def Jam now, like from Dallas, that like you probably don't even know.
They might be faking until they make it. Sometimes that's all you got to do.
That nigga kind of look like X.
Ooh. Oh, Pinky?
Yeah, Pinky So Retarded.
Bro, what am I listening to?
No, the thing that kills me is that the mute one. It seems like he don't want to be there sometimes. Like he's just like
They just like you need a fourth
like,
nigga.
you need a fourth nigga, bro. Just come on. Like, and the funniest part was when he didn't like say anything for the longest, and like
because he probably was like, these niggas
Are
retarded.
those two twins?
who?
Dude that says he's always gonna do the backflip and Corey.
And
Big
Corey?
Blue. Big blue faces, whatever the fuck. The glasses
Is that
dude.
part of the big blue face?
Yeah,
I
big
don't know.
blue face.
Yo, why do you know this so well?
Bro, what do you mean? Everybody
That
knows.
shit
about
iconic,
Ali.
bro. Cause that
Bro,
shit
Ali got
iconic.
the hit that platform.
I don't
I'm
know.
done with fucking Ali.
I'm hard
Yo.
to say crisscross all night.
We got more topics to go into, but it's like we can wait for the next bro. We about to go in 3 hours and shit. This has been going on for long.
Oh damn! Are we?
Oh,
Yeah,
Pinky
That's
so
funny as
retarded.
shout out to everybody for pulling up. We got another groove out. We got this 2 in the talk, man.
Yeah.
2 in the talk.
Oh, the
Yeah,
other one.
yeah,
The other one actually is released.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Quali said that whole ass. So I guess he.
Brago. Here's what you should do. Cut the good parts off the last one.
At the
Just
end.
Cut the good parts off of this one and just make this one a joint episode.
Thanks.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of.
That's like
right?
6
Well, we ain't
hours.
had Grove in a long
Yeah, like you
time.
doing shit.
Nigga, what?
We
I
ain't
don't
had
know.
Grove
I'll
in
see.
a
Give it
long
to me. I'll
time.
give me the 2 files. I'll mark the good parts, and all you gotta do is edit and cut.
Why don't you just edit and cut it, nigga? If you gonna mark them.
Because I got shit to do this week.
Oh, I got shit to do.
Well, he did say he had shit to do this week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I did say I gotta do.
I'll skim through it.
Bro, just nah. 'cause
Make
this
sure
nigga
you
ain't gonna
get
do
the
it.
Froob moan in there.
Yeah, that's all I'm.
That's all he wants.
That's
That's
all
all
I
he
want
wants.
this nigga
I
to get
need
exposed
that
for.
clip.
Nah, the latter half of the episode is really fucking good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man.
So then you make sure you cut that. You know what I mean? Just
Hey,
But you know what's
so-
crazy? Like at this point, this nigga Matt comes in to just fall asleep.
Just to talk his shit, you know what I mean?
hey, who's gonna tell him that he cut from the group?
That's who gonna tell him.
Yeah, boy, he gotta go to his.
No, Matt. No.
Well, we gonna
Matt.
start another chat.
No. Matt go. Matt go be like, damn, y'all ain't talking here in a minute. And Corey gonna be like, hey, we got something to tell you, baby girl.
Matt did say, bro, he don't want to see nothing on text. He want to see that in person. And Corey, you the only one.
Nah, dog, that's become a part of the grove now. This nigga Matt, but the thing is, Matt been getting this shit together. Like, yo, we gonna record. I'm like,
Yo,
oh,
He said he just wanted to make
Why
sure
you
we
gonna
was
give him the
together.
credit? Who did this today?
it was you, Ali.
Yeah,
Ali did?
Yeah, he initiated it. He said he got shit to do this week, so this is the best day. So,
Oh
definitely
yeah.
initiated
If you didn't say that, this shit wasn't
this shit was not
happening
gonna
today.
happen.
Cause I already told niggas. I remember I told y'all early this week. I was like, "Oh, I'm free to record." You was like, "Good to know." And then niggas was like, "Yeah."
Yo, I was like, all right, I guess we not recording.
I was like, "Fuck him then." I ain't saying shit else.
I was like, I guess we not recording.
I was like, "All right, dickhead."
I was like, I'm gonna see how these niggas respond to Corey, because you know when niggas want to record, because they be like, yeah, let's go, let's get it. Ali was like, good to know.
Good to
I
know.
was like, yeah,
And this
these
bitch
niggas.
ass nigga quietly talking about some yeah.
I was like, these niggas don't want to record. It's cool.
Bro, I could have kicked both of y'all niggas.
Oh,
in
this
y'all
shit
chest.
was fucking hilarious. Though. I was dying.
Oh
Like,
shit!
these niggas not with it. But it's all
The
good.
funny thing
You
is
did that same shit to me one time.
that podcast.
No, I didn't,
chat-
bro.
Yeah, you did.
If I did, it was probably after some bullshit.
That podcast chat is actually funny as fuck. If that shit ever leaked out, bro, that shit would be
Oh
funny
my god, we canceled.
We'd all
Yeah,
get
we
canceled.
done. But that shit is just funny as fuck.
I
Like,
think that's the only reason why we
if you
still
ever,
here.
if you ever scroll up to that shit and just start reading through that shit,
I'm like,
bro,
what does these
be
niggas talk about,
wild.
bro? Didn't
Bro,
Matt
if
and
your
Ali?
girl-
Never
Yo,
crossed me.
remember Matt and Ali had like a fucking day's worth of
Bro, them niggas
text?
was, bro, we was like, hey, yeah, y'all niggas.
I'm
just
like,
call
y'all
each
just
other.
call each other. This
Bro, them
what
niggas
y'all
was arguing
doing?
about what Brandon Ingram.
Yeah,
What the fuck
it's
bro,
about some basketball shit. I'm
bro,
like, bro.
I missed the like, I missed the chat and I went back in. It was literally like 40 messages between just these two niggas. I was like, damn.
I made a quick slide at Matt. I think he said he said some NBA shit, and I basically told him to shut up and dribble. And I said, stick to the One Piece takes.
That's kind of fucked up, Ali.
And I'll do the one NBA talk, and that's how it kind of got.
Get triggered off shit like that.
But he was kind of like proving you wrong though. He was spitting facts from what I read.
Hey, don't do this, Corey. You know, Ali about to go back. Yo,
All right, well, Ali, you gonna take us out? Tell them what platforms we on?
Chris Cross, I don't know platform. That's
No,
my
you
shit.
gotta
I know.
say- you
Yo,
gotta say what the- you
those
gotta
my
say what the
niggas,
girls
man.
want.
I like seeing niggas just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, man. So these niggas just out here trying to.
I just want to see him get beat up.
I just want to see him make money. I want to see him blow up.
Damn, what kind of shit is that, Ali?
Cause you know what happened to Brother Nature? His ass got beat up, bro.
But why would they ain't did nothing to nobody? Why he
They
want
got
to see
clout.
that?
They got
Somebody
clout.
that's like-
They got clout. So you know how
They
people
got
do.
clout. So you know,
Yeah.
anyone wanted to get some free.
I mean,
clout,
but it's for them though, so they gonna get jumped.
but
They gonna get jump.
I'm saying whoever try to fight them is gonna get jumped.
But no, they're not gonna
Hey,
fight one
the
on
people that
one.
are gonna jump him are gonna be
It's gonna be like 8 people.
Yeah,
Nah, it's gonna be one nigga and they gonna get.
Because I think Chris Carl's gonna run.
Corey,
Nah,
they gonna be like
I think they gonna fight.
I think the man with the big blue face. I think the man with the big blue face gonna run, bro.
I think the nigga who be like not the nigga who always saying he not gonna flip, but like or that he's gonna flip, but don't be flipping. I think he gonna.
You think? I think the nigga. I think the only nigga that gonna stay is the athlete. He's gonna be like, my pinky so retarded.
He's the first one to.
Yo, this nigga gonna be like, Audemars with the big blue face. Like, yo, let's go, nigga. And then the other nigga not gonna say nothing. He's just gonna put up his gang signs and run. Like,
What can happen? Dudes can pull up on him and they can expose him for basically, bitching out, or they can try to fight and get their ass beat.
They seem like they family, bro. And I'd be damned if my family member like run out on me getting jumped, bro. I swear that nigga gonna have to whoever gotta see me.
depends on who the family member is.
Nah, bro. Bro, I don't give a damn, bro.
Yeah, I ain't fighting for
bro.
all
It'd be
my
wild,
family.
bro. If you out with your cousins and you get beat up and your cousins didn't do nothing,
They
and
not
you
my
gotta see
cousins
them
no
every
more.
day?
They're not
Well, if I'm
cousins
with
no more.
my younger brother, he's only a year and like some months younger than me, by the way. If I'm getting jumped, I want that nigga to run and be safe.
No, it's one. Okay, but
Shit,
okay,
I want that nigga to
I
help
get it.
me.
I get it, bro. Like, cause I'm the same way with my brother, but it's a difference between saying like, bro, I want your brother to be safe, and your brother be like, no, nigga, I'm not about to let my brother get jumped.
I mean, he probably would do it, but I would dead ass want my brother to slide.
Me too. I'm the same way.
The worst thing that could happen is
No, you're not the same way. You say you be mad as hell if he leave.
the worst thing that could happen
No,
is
I'm
if
talking about
I'm
my
getting
brother. I'm talking about my
jumped, and then
cousins.
I gotta look and see my brother getting jumped,
fuck
and
your
I
cousins,
can't,
huh?
and I actually
Facts.
can't.
Bro,
I
them
actually
guys
can't.
dudes gonna run too.
And I
Y'all
can't
not
help
really like that.
Yeah, like, bro, like, my little brother, bro, like, I would much rather him leave, but like, if he stay and fight, I understand.
Yeah, I understand too. But I-
Yeah, because like, if I wouldn't leave, like, my older brother, I wouldn't just be like, yeah, nigga, you got to get it how you like. He like, you know what I mean? Nah.
Get it how you live, nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
Like say, like if my pops was like fighting somebody, he'd probably be like, nah, like I don't want you to do this. But like, I'm fighting with my pops, nigga.
So, I guess
Not me. I'm
Are
watching
you
my pops.
reserved?
Oh yeah, you said, oh,
Are you
you
reserved?
helping them niggas, huh?
All right, if something ever happened to like your brother, any of y'all brothers, are you reserved to the fact that you gonna go to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. The crazy thing
yeah,
is,
I
like,
think-
as I keep getting older and older, it's just like, do you really want to? It's like you gonna do something, you gonna retaliate, and then you gonna be in jail for the rest of your life. So, like, when you get older, it's kind of like, damn, jail for the rest of your life.
I think
It's
I'd be very calculated. I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
I'd be
you know what I'm saying?
calculated.
Yeah,
Matters.
But I mean, it like when it
Yeah.
comes to my siblings though, like
wouldn't be
if
right away.
if it happened, then
It
I'd
wouldn't.
be like,
I definitely wouldn't react off emotion because I know I get caught slipping. I'd wait till it's the perfect situation. Then
But it depends on like
Okay, I
when
see
it
what you're
what's it depends on what happens and when that should happen. Because like if it happens in a moment, you're not gonna be like, oh, you might just be like, you might just react.
No, I'm saying like you find out you weren't there.
Oh, if you wasn't there, no, you got to be calculated. But if you,
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
gotta
like if that
calculate.
shit,
If you're
I'm talking about
there,
if that
like
shit happens while you're there.
if you're there, then
Yeah,
then that's a different story.
We out
Hey, y'all
here.
seen Bad Boys 3 yet?
no, I haven't seen it. I want to.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Corey hasn't seen it.
Bro, I've been broke, man. I ain't seen a lot of movies, bro.
I had sex.
You said you had sex.
He said he ain't had sex in a long time, bro.
Nah, I fuck with it, man. I fuck with it. But yo, I feel like we're over 3 hours, so.
All right, take us out.
Again, shout out to the chat.
We didn't even introduce the podcast.
Welcome to the Grove 129 podcast.
Don't say what episode. We don't know what episode this is.
Episode 27.
Is that including the one that we ain't released?
No, episode 28.
Now, this is gonna be episode 27.5. You're gonna get a mixture of 2 and 1, right, Brago?
We'll see.
That nigga ain't
but
doing
you
it.
know, at least you get some content for the next couple weeks or so. We gonna get
that nigga Brago ain't gonna do shit else for the rest of the year. Now, we had two episodes.
We had 2 in the tuck. We dropped 2 back-to-back weeks. What y'all talking about?
We gave them 2 in a week. No, they good for the year.
Come on, nigga. But nah, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
R.I.P. Mamba
His legacy will live on. Again, I'm gonna get my Kobe tat. Once I get it, I'll show y'all.
No, don't lie on Kobe, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that,
bro. I'm definitely getting a Kobe tat.
That's
Mamba mentality, bro. 824.
We'll
you know something crazy I saw.
Sound like those clout chasers that just saying R.I.P. Mamba, but don't even watch basketball.
Fact.
Y'all know who you are. Y'all know who you are.
Ali, well, that's.
Y'all know who you are.
It's just human decency. What the?
I was like, you can't say R.I.P. to somebody because you didn't watch the sport that they played.
No. It's like,
I think he's talking about the people with the Avies, with the.
I'm talking about the people that are doing the most. You know, saying, "Oh, Kobe Bryant this, Kobe Bryant that," but they don't even know Kobe Bryant.
What if they just did some research afterwards and they just like respect him?
It don't hit the same, bro. It's not the same.
I think I'm definitely gonna get my Mamba mentality tattoo.
I'm a gatekeep.
Ali, you say you getting a tat with me, bro?
I said, if you get a tat, show me what kind of tat it is. I get the same one.
Okay.
So y'all ain't gonna get Vibe Code tatted on y'all?
And we can
put it on Ali.
Y'all ain't gonna get the logo?
Right, we can put that right on the lower back.
What? Nah, I'm not.
I'm dead ass though.
I'm probably gonna get it on like my arm, like my.
Where? I'm gonna get it somewhere where my mom can't see.
What? Well,
but let you tell her you be naked when your mom come in.
The thing is, like, one side of my body is probably gonna be like tats, and one side gonna be cool. So, mine is probably gonna be pretty large. The Mamba mentality.
Bro, low key though, I think I'm gonna get tatted like soon, like because like I had a dream that I had like a leg sleeve.
Look, you can get the big version. I get the small version. Pause.
That's cool. But I'm definitely getting it though. I'm trying to figure out when I want to do it, and then I don't know the concept of how I want to do it yet. So I want to make sure it's
All right, make sure it ain't some like bullshit.
Bro, come on. Like, this is my fucking skin. I'm not about to.
Yeah, it's gonna be some bullshit.
I'm not about.
You can see it more clearly on my type of skin. You get me, blood.
Oh, so you saying they can't see my tat clearly because I'm black?
That's like when LeBron, you look at LeBron, it's like, does LeBron really got tattoos?
Ali is so fucking racist, and at some point we gotta
beat that nigga up.
Yeah, at some point. So
we'll beat that. Well, it's funny. He gonna be on his P's and Q's in Atlanta because there's gonna be a lot of black people there.
Of course,
because Virgo won't be there.
Virgo ain't showing up. That nigga should have. That nigga been saving up money. That nigga should have enough money for all of us.
Virgo
on the trip.
Stepmoms that he got to take care of.
This nigga was paying for weddings and shit. Yeah. Like, no, this nigga gotta have money for all of us, cuz.
I hope so. We'll see though, nigga. But yeah, like,
I need my flight paid for, Virgo. What's
subscribe. Up? We'll catch y'all niggas in the next one.
Hold on, when is Atlanta?
It's April, May, something like that.
Hell no.
It ain't in no fucking.
No, it's
April.
August.
I was like, ain't no way, because ain't nobody said shit. We ain't got no Airbnb.
You know what? I'm probably going to the con over here in DC.
When is that?
Katsucon or some shit like that.
When is that?
February 13th.
Damn, you didn't tell nobody we could have came to DC.
Hell no, we not.
Why not? You don't like black places, Ali?
Do I need to say it more clearly?
Yeah, February. Yeah, so February 13th to the 16th, so I'm probably gonna slide through. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, bro, you should have told us. I would have been out to DC. I ain't never been to DC before.
What's happening with the Texas trip? Are we still actually doing that or what?
I'm down for y'all to come through, bro. What it do?
What y'all doing?
I mean, it's kind of on y'all three, bro. Y'all said the first weekend of March.
We're talking about it off here. Like, subscribe, and catch y'all in the next one.
Oh damn, we still on the air?
Yeah.
You're.
Bro, how you gonna say